Go.
Mhm.
Where we last left off, the Radiant Warriors were preparing and traveling towards the Julie province. At this point in time, they were able to meet up and talk to some individuals, such as Lear's father, Archmage Sarah, and the Uriel. Got a little bit of information and ended up taking a teleportation circle to the southeast section of the continent, where you guys arrived on an old, worn down looking path and managed to make your way over to Harmony Lake, where you all each decided to take different bridges across. Well, the majority of you took a long rest. Anala went ahead first, and then everybody else followed suit. Currently, at this time, you have all successfully made it across. You guys have taken your respective rests. When you guys are looking up at the sky, you notice that it is getting to mid to late afternoon. But you are all, I believe, well rested at this point, and decide to move on. So, what direction are you guys going?
Can we make
As
a
you
perception check?
Go ahead and
Wasn't there
roll.
a sign or some shit? I think or was that before?
There were signs before the bridges.
Okay.
Before we all... Alright, perception. Wait.
Yep. Anybody who wants to look around, go ahead and roll.
What do I get? 15.
I know strong.
Wait, what are we rolling? Perception?
I was waiting to see
Mhm.
these.
You guys are taking in the scenery after crossing the bridge and
The
I
fuck?
was waiting to
coming
see
back
these.
together.
Bro, I rolled a 5.
Yeah, you rolled the wrong one.
Oh, you're
Oh.
wrong. That's cut.
Yeah, that's a custom roll.
You said perception?
Yeah. Hey,
I
welcome.
perceive a little something today. I'm not blind.
All right.
Legally.
So, as everyone is looking around and taking the view, you guys notice that on this side of Harmony Lake is what looks to be a little bit more of a wide open plains, not so much forest area. The grass itself is a bit light green, kind of fading in toward a yellow hue. The sky is a little bit yellowish in color, with the haze of probably dust or pollen that's in the air. As you guys inhale and breathe on this side of the province, you notice that the air is a little bit thicker. Not necessarily to the point where you can't breathe, but it's just noticeable in the air itself. A little bit drier in a sense, and a little bit warmer. As you look around, there doesn't seem to be any plain road. It looks like to be a worn down dirt road that kind of branches off into three different directions. There's no signs or indications on where to go anywhere, but it looks like there are three possible paths to take. One going towards the west, one going towards the northwest, and one going north.
Are we facing? So when we cross Harmony Lake, right?
Mhm.
And we not crawled, but we climbed down from the top. Are the statues? Wait, are we?
So the way that you guys are facing now are your backs are towards the statues, and the statues themselves are facing towards the water. So they're not looking at you in this situation, but it looks like the area around you is a little bit more open.
Okay. So northwest would be going towards the Lotus Palm Temple then.
I mean,
If
as
we're
far as you can
looking-
tell.
All right.
How you know that?
Because I'm looking at the map. We have a map. The Lotus Palm Temple is in the middle by that little oasis or little water spot over there. That's why I was asking which way we're looking. Because if we're facing the statues, then like northwest would be towards the Lotus Palm. temple, I believe.
I think it's kind of. Are you looking at the map?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what map? We got a map?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if you go in the
the map.
D&D chat, it's pinned. But I feel like
Because if we cross
It-
over in
it-
the lake,
it's just kind of in that direction, right?
well, you said there's which way? What are the 3 ways we can go? You said
West, northwest, and north.
Wouldn't it be?
So it's kind of all going sort of the same way. They're just kind of different paths.
yeah.
Oh wait, is the map like north at the top? When we look at the map,
Well,
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
So
so if you look at the
came
map,
from-
north is the top.
we came from Goldenheim, went down.
So then it's
right? So
technically
we're
southwest.
going-
We wanna
so
go-
should we go south, right?
but there's none that go south.
But if we're turned away from the water, there are
That's what I'm
north.
saying. Yeah, it's our north. We would be going.
They're not.
What do you mean? North is
There's no
north. There's
such
no
thing
your
as-
north.
I'm saying like,
Oh my god.
no, I'm saying it's that's not what I mean. I'm saying like it's upside down essentially. So like he's saying there's northwest we can go, because it wouldn't make sense to.
Okay, amateur. Are you saying the paths go to the north, or the path from what we're facing? No, it doesn't make sense. North was north.
So as far as you guys can tell, and I'm sorry I can't give you a lot of detail on this. None of you guys are proficient. Nobody's a ranger in this party, so nobody really has a good natural sense of direction unless you took the feat, which I don't think anybody did. But the only way you could tell north is on the map that you guys currently have. At nighttime, you could probably find the North Star if need be. But in general, you just guys know that those 3 roads go deeper into the Julie province.
Okay, could I do something?
What would you like to do?
I would like to go get a stick off of a branch or something and stick it in the dirt and find its shadow.
Okay, sure thing. So you take. It doesn't take long for you to find a stick. It's pretty simple. You take one, you plant it down. As you're looking at its shadow, 2 things come to mind. It tells you roughly what time it is. It's probably around 6:00 p.m. And the second thing that you notice is that the way the sun is setting in this direction, in reference of where you guys standing and where the road is. So the top of the map is north. That road that you see, that worn down road, is going directly north. And then another road is going a little bit to the left of that, and then the road is going a little bit behind you guys. So you can tell it's west, northwest, and north.
Okay. I'm trying.
So if you guys are facing the roads, the right one would be north, the one in front of you would be northwest, and the one to the left would be west.
Say that last part one more time.
So if you guys are looking directly at the fork in the road on the right is going north, the one directly in front of you is going northwest, the one to the left is going west.
Maybe we should just take the one going
Is there
west.
any animals around?
With a perception check.
I do
of
have
11.
lemon with me.
Oh, your bird, right here.
Yeah, I do have him with me.
You see did the bird go scout ahead before you guys rested or no?
Yeah, it went.
No, it didn't. It went to the
Yeah,
bridge.
before. Did I just do the bridge? Because I never went and got it back after the bridge.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can just find it back. Or we'll just have to find it. Have to do a call or something.
And what was the other question?
I don't remember.
Murder, I thought you said something.
I don't.
Oh,
Well, what are you talking about?
Oh, animals.
You're
So
out
they're
for
animals.
then.
There are animals nearby. With the perception that you saw earlier, you notice that there are a lot of rodents around, like groundhogs, squirrels, and such that are kind of skittered across in the deeper side of the grass. If you guys decide to go down one of the roads.
I would like to take my 10 minutes and cast. Unless somebody else is gonna do something, I'd like to cast Speak with Animals. A long
Alright.
way.
So you sit down and prepare that ritual.
Where do you see this fork in the road?
in that bridge.
It's directly right in front of you guys after you
You need me to
guys
draw
climb
it, bro?
down from the bridge.
Yeah, like
Shit.
I'm looking at the map, like, all right, which
Bro,
road
it's not.
do I do?
So
It's
on
not
the
on-
maps, yeah, it's not specifically on the map, but if you were to look
Mhm.
at the map, I would say it's roughly. Let me pull it up real quick.
Told me, bro needs a tiny glade visual.
Yeah,
Nah, I got the time now.
you guys are at the
Again,
very.
hey, say that again. Wait, say that again. You got what now? You got what now?
I
You
got the time now.
You guys are on the
Hey.
southern tip of Harmony Lake.
Hey, congratulations, by the way.
Thank
Big
you,
congrats.
Chop. Thank you.
Because the day of the final was the day, like the last day, right?
Yeah, actual day. Yeah, last.
Nice. That was out of character.
Yeah, so you guys are currently at the southern tip.
Oh, way down there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's why the path is going like north. Okay, so realistically,
You should
Alright,
just
never
take
mind,
the
I'm-
North Path. I mean, yeah, the North Path.
I think
That's
they
to
all
get-
go,
that's
but
to get, that's to get to the temple.
must
You
still
said we're
ask
at the
Animal
southern-
where we're
you said-
going.
Oh yeah, definitely do that.
All right,
You
so
said
as you
we're
guys
at
are talking
the
about this
tip?
and discussing it, you finish your ritual.
I'd like to wave down a rodent or something. Something that looks like he run this shit.
Roll a let's see. Roll an animal handling check for me with advantage.
Amateur.
So just roll
Yes.
twice.
Roll twice, take the higher number. What's
You
up, bud?
said we're at the southern tip of the Julie province right now?
The southern tip of Harmony Lake.
Okay. I was just making sure.
16.
I was like, how far did that freaking bridge go?
Oh, you should talk to a
It was a 2-hour long bridge from the cross that you guys took. A 10? Okay.
16.
So 16. So as you're looking around, and you notice several different creatures running about, you manage to make awkward eye contact with one of them before it double takes and looks at you. And as it stands up on its hind legs, you can tell that it's a meerkat.
Oh hell yeah. Scurry, sniff, flinch is what she says when she walks up to him.
Oh,
Mm.
you see it roll its eyes.
What? You don't like that song?
Scurry, sniff, flinch. Oh, I haven't heard that one before.
It was fired.
My bad. But I wanted to ask, could you direct us in towards the Lotus Palm Temple?
The
We don't know
what?
which path to take. The temple.
Lotus
You don't know the
Palm
temple?
Temple? The only temple I've seen down here has been run down for ages. I don't know anything about a lotus palm though.
Nothing at all?
I mean, beats me.
Okay, well, which direction is the temple that's run down?
So you gotta go that way and see him point like deeper into the plains itself, down the middle road. And then the deeper you go, the more dangerous it's gonna be. Be careful because you know there's gonna be a storm nearby soon, so we gotta be careful around these kinds of plots. So I would
whoa.
recommend
Oh, go
what?
ahead.
I would recommend take the middle road because that's gonna lead you to the most directions that you can go to. And then somewhere, I don't know how far it is, but maybe a few times travel, I don't know. There's gonna be some rundown looking stones and rocks. I know a lot of creepy things like to hang out over there, but I think that's the temple you're talking about. I don't know.
Okay, and she writes this down. And what happens when the storm comes?
Well,
Is it just a normal storm or?
oh, a lot of sand. Hopefully, I like the beach.
Murder likes the beach, but I don't think Anala does. All right. Well, thanks, little guy.
Yeah, but make sure you don't go out too hard at night. You gotta be quick before the hyenas come.
WDM. Facts. All right, guys. Anala relays the information that the little meerkat gave.
Little path it is.
Mm,
Alright,
Yeah.
We know where to go now. Y'all ready?
Yep.
All right, so you guys start making your way down the middle road.
Indeed.
All right. So, during this time in travel, as you guys are looking around, you notice that the sun.
Oh, wait, before we go.
Mhm.
You said there's sand around, right?
It's a little bit of dustiness in the air.
No, like on the ground, like where the beach was, like where we just came down from. Is
So,
there
Yes,
sand?
there is sand by the water.
Can I grab like 2 fistfuls of sand and put it in my bag?
Pocket sand.
Sure.
Gotcha.
Wait,
Yeah,
why?
it's for later.
Okay, well now I asked Bodhi, what are you doing?
I just thought of something that might help us later, like if we're fighting or something. I throw the sand in somebody's eye.
Are you for real?
I'm dead serious. We might
I'm
get
gonna
an
take a
advantage.
handful and put some in my bag of holding.
You take a handful of pocket sand as well.
Yeah.
All right.
I get some
we
too.
might be able to blind them. You taking some too, Trace?
All
Yeah.
right.
See?
Whoever wants a handful of pocket sand, go ahead.
But
Oh shit.
I don't know how to add that to my stuff.
Bro, you really think you Dale Gribble, huh? You are wild.
I was trying to get advantages, man. Y'all
Oh
ready?
no, wait. What was his fake name?
Who?
I'll think of it later. We in D&D right now.
You ready?
So, you guys continue onward, going deeper into the open plains. After about an hour goes by, you notice that the sun is beginning to set, and the moon is already high in the air, while the sky itself is in a purple hue with a hint of yellow orange in the air. You guys notice that the weather begins to get a little bit colder the further you guys are walking along, and as the sun goes down.
Wait, it's like a desert or was it plains?
It's plains that seem to be transitioning into more of a sandy, rocky area the further that you guys walk.
Okay.
So, about an hour or so goes by. The darkness begins to creep in the sky as you guys are traveling along. You notice that the vision starts to get a little bit darker as you guys are looking around and turning forward, and also the road itself is starting to fade as well too, and the ground beneath you is transitioning from a grass to a more sand texture. You guys begin to continue and march forward. The darker it gets in the sky, the colder it begins to drop in the weather. How far do you guys plan to go?
Y'all want to keep walking a couple hours?
I'm down.
Wait, how late into it is it?
At this point in time, it's starting to become sundown. I'm not sure what time it is specifically.
I think we chill right here and like set up camp.
All right,
Didn't
for
he
sure.
say something happens at night?
Can you read?
Meerkat?
Can you read what you wrote down again? I don't
Yeah.
remember what he said.
Just don't
Can you
get
read-
caught out in the middle of the night. You think we
Amir
can make
said-
it there all the way?
The
Mir
hyenas.
said, "Be
Yeah.
careful at night. You got to be quick before the hyenas come."
Look before the hyenas come.
Well, maybe we should run because the sun's going down and we don't know what's coming. I don't know what he's
Yeah.
talking about. He said hurry.
So you guys are picking up the pace.
Do y'all want to run to where we're going?
Shit.
We don't know how far it is.
Yeah.
I know, but we know it's about to be
True.
dark. I mean, we can
But
post
with
it.
all of us, if it's just
He was talking about hyenas. I'm sure we can handle some hyenas. We
That
ain't.
doesn't. Okay,
Unless
okay.
you're
Let me
basically
explain.
moving.
It's like a metaphor. He doesn't probably literally mean hyenas. Amateur probably DM probably put that in there because of my Lion King reference, but he's probably trying to warn us about something else. Probably not literally hyenas.
Sounds valid to me. I mean, it's a theory. I'm not tripping. We can stay. We can go. But if we go, we gotta run because the sun coming down.
Run for what?
Mm-hmm. Wherever we headed to, till we find something, I guess.
And he said it was 2 towns over or something like that.
Did
I
anybody
couldn't
write
really
down
hear.
how long the trip was going to take?
It was talking a little too fast for me.
Yeah.
All I got was take them in the road.
If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong and I might be corrected on this. But when you guys were talking to Archmage Sarah, she mentioned that it could take 2 to 4 days depending on the distance that you guys have to go.
Y'all wanna just camp? Is there trees around us? right now?
Probably.
There are no trees around you, and it is very dark outside.
Is there anything? Well, okay. I pull out a torch and I look around.
All right. So as you pull out your torch, the glow gives you a little bit more of a direction in a sense, but I believe the range of it is only 30 feet. Right outside of your 30 feet immediate range, you notice that the floor is a layer of sand with rock underneath. And you also see that it is very, very dark and cold outside. You can't see any further than 30 feet in front of you.
Even though I got 60 dark vision.
Oh, well, with your dark vision, that gets you up to 60 feet.
I got
All you
12
see out in the
light.
distance is sand and wind.
That's it.
That's it.
Um,
I'm
I'll
gonna
do a
keep-
spell where I can create up to 4 torch-sized lights, making them appear torches, lanterns, or glowing orbs.
Okay.
And they have a distance of 120.
Is that the range that they could cast them? Because they're only 30 feet in radius?
All it says is.
Wait, is this a good
120
idea?
range. But to have lights?
Yeah, at night, the only thing that has light.
It's not like they can hide from us. We gonna see if they coming.
But they'll be able to.
Are we
try to
though?
hide? Are we gonna try to hide from them?
I don't know. Maybe we should just post up and just sleep.
I take first watch.
All right, so you guys are bedding down for the night?
I'm gonna stay up with them so we can have so we can look around with a advantage.
Okay. So you guys all decide to camp out for the night?
Yeah.
All right. As you guys start preparing, you guys will notice that the floor is a little bit uncomfortable initially, but you guys manage to settle in for a little bit. You guys are exposed to the open elements. It is very cold at this point in time. You guys are noticing that the later it gets at night, the more the temperature begins to drop. Is anybody here resistant to cold?
Me.
All right, so it's not really affecting you too much, Trace. You're kind of used to the environment. Everybody else, I'm gonna need you guys to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can I put my hoodie on?
Go ahead and layer up as much as you need.
All right, I put on. I have 5 hoodies. Put all.
You have 5 robes, not hoodies.
All right. What do I need to throw?
Constitution save.
All right, it's a Constitution save. You want the robes on, right?
Yeah, just a straight roll.
Okay.
Not do me.
11 or 12. I mean.
All right, so Lyra, you begin to shiver up a little bit more as the night gets cold. You finish pitching your bedroll for the night. Avada, you bundle up a little bit more. You get a little bit more comfortable in your cloak, but the weather doesn't seem to be bothering you too much. Anala, since you are a natural state of warmth, when people are immediately around you, the effects aren't as harsh, and everybody's able to get a little bit more comfortable. So there are no negative effects at this point, but you guys are noticing that the temperature is dropping at night.
You said there's no trees around.
There are no trees.
Strong passive.
Not in your immediate
I-
area.
I scoot by Anala for the
I'll
warmth.
scoot away.
Hey, bruh. I ain't trying to get frostbite.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
I'm trying- let
I
me
scoot.
see,
I
like,
scoot. I
what's
scoot
the-
back. Go back to her.
All right. So as you guys are getting ready to go to bed for the night, Trace, you're doing the first watch.
Yeah.
Me and him are doing the first one.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
I guess since we never use it, the tinder box. I want to just set that whole thing on fire.
The what?
We all have a tinder box in our equipment that holds like stuff like fire starters and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
we don't have anything to like keep it sustained. So I guess I'll just burn the whole box.
So you're just gonna burn your tinderbox for the night to keep your fire?
Actually,
What's inside of it? Like, what, I don't know what the hell. What is
A tinderbox is a case basically that has a lot of materials for you to start a fire with.
Oh, okay.
Flint, fire, steel. Usually dry cloth stick and light oil.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
um,
All right. So you're using that
Right.
just to keep
Yeah,
everybody
we're
warm.
yeah, just to help out a little bit.
All right. If you're gonna burn it up, go ahead and take it out of your inventory. And I'm gonna need Bodhi and Trace to both roll perception checks.
When he lights that, I want to throw my broken loot in there.
Yeah, what?
I have a broken loot.
Oh,
All right. So you're gonna use that to fuel the fire.
Yeah.
All right.
Perception.
Yep. Perception.
Oh, ready. You said with advantage?
15.
Oh no, straight roll.
Okay.
15 and 11. All right. So as you guys bed down for the night, with anticipation for what's going to come the following day, you all soundly find sleep, and Bodhi and Trace are keeping watch. During the night of this first shift, you initially notice that the winds begin to pick up a little bit more. The temperature is still dropping, but with the assisted heat and accompaniment of your fellow people, you guys manage to stay warm. The sand begins to go everywhere. As you guys are looking around and scouting, it starts to get in your eyes a little bit as you gotta wipe it off. It starts to get into the crevices of your armor, making you guys a little bit uncomfortable as you guys are standing your watch. But at that point in time, nothing eventful happened except for a little bit harsher vision conditions with the weather picking up. But your shift is over. Who's next?
Did I get a full
I'm
rest or not yet?
Not yet. That was only the first shift.
I'm gonna wake up Odell.
All right, you wake up Odell. He seems a
Oh.
little, not reluctant, but a little annoyed that he has to wake up. He's like, yeah, I can do it, no problem.
But you don't do
Sleep.
nothing else. So
Wow.
So is it just Odell?
I'll wake up and watch.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to roll your perception check.
Damn.
hey, big rose.
All right. So at this point in time, the temperature isn't dropping as much, but it's still staying that consistent cold. Not nearly freezing point, but to a point where if you're not in your immediate fire vicinity, you start to shake and shiver a little bit. The weather still is picking up. The wind is getting a little bit harsher, making it a little bit harder to visibly see. And the sand begins to get in your mouth at times, and you guys have to adjust and probably wear a face mask or something to get to not beat on you as much. You're looking around. No immediate threats. You check over on Odell. Odell seems to be doing pretty content. He's just kind of not half asleep, but he's looking around, staying vigilant, but a little bit just like on edge, it seems like. But the night is uneventful. Need one more shift watch.
Okay, I would like. I'm gonna stay up an extra hour and learn a spell.
Okay. Sure.
Wake
thing.
up.
Anala, just you?
Me and my cat.
Yeah, I'll be up, so
Okay.
it'll be alright if something happens.
And now I'm going to need you to roll. I'm also going to need you to have the cat roll as well.
Perception?
Mhm.
That's the cats.
Okay.
That's fine.
I would have laughed so hard if you would have rolled a 1. So, with the third shift, Anala, you begin to stay vigilant and take a look. You see Avada preparing something in one of the spell books that he has on his travels, and then shortly after finish up his work and head to bed. You notice that your cat gets a little bit curious and starts to venture off, not too far, but curiously just to see what is going on in the surrounding area before experiencing the harsh windstorm and jumping back into your cozy cloak. At this point, you see that your surroundings are starting to get a little bit brighter, like the day is starting to show, but you are met with a huge wall of sand and wind as you guys begin to wake up and notice that you guys are all in the middle of a windstorm, of a sandstorm. But you do successfully get your full rest. Everyone does. But as you guys are preparing your camp and getting everything ready, as you look around and try to take in the scenery or lack of scenery, you guys could barely see 20 feet in front of you with how much sand there is.
Damn.
But the day is yours.
Since we're gonna have to travel through this sandstorm, can we all like tie rope to each other? Since we can't see that far.
Sure.
I take out my rope and tie it on me.
All right. So it's going to be the order. Were you guys tying yourself in order?
I'll be second.
I'll be in the back.
First.
All right. Trace is the anchor.
Who first?
And while we're there, I want to tie
Yeah.
some clothes that I got in my bag around my face.
Okay.
There
Gotcha.
you go.
He's going to cover up his face.
Yeah, that's smart. I'll do the same.
All right. If nobody else decides to take point, Odell will take point.
Yeah,
I'll do the same.
I said I was.
Okay.
I'll
So
do the
Avada's
front.
up front. And
Yeah.
then Bodhi is second.
Yeah.
Trace is in the back. Lyra and Anala. Which one of you is going to be in front?
It don't matter to me.
No, I guess I'll go front.
Okay. So we got Avada, Bodhi, Anala, Lyra behind Anala, Odell, and then Trace all the way in the back. You guys.
Titanium.
And Titanium as well? Alright. So as you guys are all tying yourselves together, ensuring that one each other doesn't get lost, you guys continue to push forward in what you believe was the direction that you guys left off at. and continue onward.
Hey, can we check to make sure we're going in the right direction?
What
How we gonna do that?
This is the only road.
There ain't no road.
No. You didn't hear it. You must not have heard him.
I'm gonna
You
need you
think the direction
guys
is
to verify. You're
heard
gonna
me.
make a nature check to get a bit of your
Tell me.
surroundings.
Hey,
Nature check.
all of us, yeah.
Damn.
Oh God, I got no nature in this bitch. Bro,
All right.
what's up?
With
What
the
Odell roll?
conditions. Oh wait, let me roll for Odell.
2.
Odell rolled a 12.
Hey.
So, as you guys are trying to take in the scenery, or as much of it as you can, Avada, you get a little bit confused into what direction you guys originally came from. It seems that your footsteps or the trails that you guys were probably left seems to be covered up by the storm at this point. It's a little bit hard to tell which direction you guys need to go to. But Lyra, with your sense of understanding and where the winds are coming from and the sands itself, you can tell which way it's supposed to be the northern route, at least. You can tell where north is. The sun barely showing itself from the wall. You managed to get enough information to realize that you guys are still going in the right direction where you left off. But there's no telling how far you guys are going or how fast you're traveling in this storm. So,
Amateur,
Ashwell,
I have a question.
what's up?
If I have a spell where I can summon an animal to ride, could I summon an elephant to like shield everybody from like the sand and stuff?
Is there a certain challenge rating that the animal it has to be that you can summon?
You can summon elephant.
Yeah. It says your choice, such as a horse, camel, dire wolf, elk. And then I can choose what creature type. I don't think it has a size limit.
All right, let's see here. The otherworldly steed. Take a look here really quickly.
This one was fine, Steve.
Yeah, that's the name of the spell, but it summons the otherworldly steed.
Oh, so it could be.
The size, qualification, a large celestial. Okay, yeah. So you can make it whatever you want, but it has a set stat block of what it's capable of doing. So yeah, if you wanted to, you can make it an elephant, and it is large in size. So if you were
Alright,
to
we could
cast
do that and have like a couple people ride at the same time, and then have some walk and be blocked.
All right. So how would you like to describe the spell as you cast it?
I didn't even think about it. I look up to the sky and pray with my amulet wrapped around my hands, and my eyes are glowing bright purple.
Mhm.
And I'm just saying like a silent prayer to myself as it appears, as like
Okay.
coming out like as a mirage.
All right. So as you guys are watching Avada's eyes begin to glaze over as he begins to look up and pray, you guys are kind of questioning what he's doing at first. Before off in the distance, as you guys are looking around, you hear a very faint elephant that appears to be walking through the windstorm and approaching you all. So you now have a otherworldly celestial elephant that is accompanied with you.
That is insane. That is a big ass elephant. It's crazy.
I just thought about the biggest walking animal. That's the
I didn't-
elephant.
I didn't know you could do that. That's crazy. All right, so who riding first?
I don't care, to be honest. As long as like
I'm still walking.
I guess I'll take the first ride.
How many can fit on it?
Looking here on the spell.
The rider of like it's Appa.
Yeah. Yep, nigga.
Yep.
Could I summon Appa? That's celestial, gotta be right.
Air Bison, you probably don't have the strength or the power strong enough to summon an Air Bison.
Oh, but that's gonna be my goal from now on, is to have an Air Bison.
Something to fly us out the storm.
For
Bro,
real.
fuck everything else, bro. I want a bison.
Everybody's saying it's crazy. Yep.
Alright, so it's just you that's riding on it, Avada? I'm still checking to see.
And who else ever wants to ride?
Well, you're looking at how many people can fit on there, right?
Yeah.
Jump on it. Ride it.
Bro, this thing works with telepathy from 1 mile away.
So you can talk to it. Tell me to do a front flip. No, never mind. I'll just no.
Then it fucks up and crushes us.
Exactly.
Alright, I would say 2 people are able to ride on it.
Well,
Hey, y'all.
all right. I'll hop on with him for right now.
Alright, so it's Avada and Bodhi.
Yeah.
So are you guys still connected to the rope?
Yeah. The rope should be long enough.
So there's a
What?
rope that's gonna be hanging off you guys, off the elephant, connecting the other fools?
No thanks.
What do you mean?
Can we retie
What do you
the
mean?
rope to the elephant's tail?
So
You don't think the rope's long enough?
Is it like a real elephant or is it like made out of light or some shit?
it is a celestial elephant that seems to have a glow. It's not an actual elephant. It looks very magical in nature.
But could we still like tie something
But it
to
hasn't.
it? If people can ride it.
Yeah, you could definitely tie something to it if need be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Retie
Tie
their
to the
ropes
saddle.
to the elephant.
Okay, so Avada and Bodhi, you guys are still going to be tied to the rope?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That's what we're doing.
I'm just making sure I get a proper picture of this.
I'm in a wild shape to a camel.
Alrighty.
What's happening right now? What's the point of these ropes?
I want to be a camel.
Would you like to describe your transformation?
Yes.
Yo, that's
I
actually.
grab a
fun.
bunch of sand, I throw it up in the air, and when it comes down, I'm a camel.
You throw
Mm.
sand up into a sandstorm.
Yeah, and then it comes down, and I'm a camel.
That's
So what?
fire.
You prayed for an elephant? Oh, heavenly Lord,
That's
I
fi-
wish for
No,
an elephant.
I just
Give me
why,
an elephant.
why you gotta be all black? Did you see that she was attacking? I'll never give her a compliment again.
He said that's
That's
fire,
crazy.
and you started going in on it.
And then hop on, Lyra. I don't know what a camel
Okay.
sounds like,
Trace,
but
get on the. Hey, Trace,
I
get on the
spit on
camel
Lyra.
too. Oh,
Wow.
Christ.
Trace, get on the camel.
no.
I'm good, bro.
No, it's me.
The fuck?
Camel come with 2 people.
I was walking
I'm
regardless.
not. No, thank. Who you? All right, Tut.
Wait,
I remember
does she
that.
follow the
Noted.
camel?
Well,
Noted.
Tut,
It's
if you wanted to ride the
If-
bear,
If
Titan
the
could get up
Trace
on the
big ass
elephant.
comes near me, I spit on him and I'm dipping.
I already said I'm walking.
Can camels run? Alright, for sure. I'm on the elephant
Yeah.
chilling.
Alright.
I never seen a camel sprint.
So is it going to be the
I
elephant up
was
front?
Huh?
Yeah.
The elephant up front, the camel behind, and then Trace in the back?
Yeah.
All still tied to ropes?
Bro. I don't even
We
know.
might just say fuck the ropes at this point. All
Hey, yeah.
all these fucking animals we got.
There's no point in the rope.
No, yeah, no rope, no rope.
Okay, so during the transformation, during everybody getting settled in, you decide to get rid of the rope idea and just begin to caravan together as a group onward.
That was the most pointless rope session ever.
Hey, it is what it is.
I didn't realize I was gonna fucking put an elephant out here.
All right, so on your travels, I'm going to need everybody to roll another perception check.
Great, excellent, excellent.
Amazing, bro.
Why didn't you say nothing about that one?
Oh shit. Huh?
All
I
right.
had to open up my game log. I see got them camo eyes.
As you guys were discussing the marching order and the idea of a rope and getting rid of it, Lyra and Anala, you guys are trying to look around. Lyra, it's a little bit harder for you to see the details of like how harsh the storm is, but Anala, in your current form, as your body is accustomed to this type of environment, you begin to look around and you notice that there are indeed little jagged shapes that are sticking out of the ground as you guys begin to travel deeper and deeper. As you get close to one of these shadows beyond the storm, you see that it looks like it is long eroded and long worn down stone that was building or creating something. It's kind of hard to tell from all the wear and tear that's happened, but it looks like there was something, a structure or a statue or something that was once standing here in this area as you guys continue to walk. Looking around, the sand at this point is getting in the eyes, it's getting harder to see, and the temperature is starting to rise to become warmer and warmer as the day continues on. A little bit longer into your travels, you guys start to see hints of more of the stone and more rubble that seems to be appearing. And in the distance, there is a long, curved, darker looking structure compared to the rest of the stone pillars that you guys are looking at, that seems to stand considerably taller compared to all the other things that were sticking out of the ground. This one looks to be a little bit more in a cleaner condition. It looks like it is a small tower made out of a dark stone. Do you guys approach it?
I have one
Yeah.
statement to make.
Mhm.
The camels can reach up to 40 miles per hour.
They are quick.
Yeah, we walk up to it, or I walk up to it, or right up to it, whatever.
Okay, so you guide about to take the elephant closer.
Yeah.
All right. As you get closer to the structure, you notice that at first off in the distance, you could tell that it was kind of towering over everything, but as you get closer, you see that it is significantly taller. It looks to shoot up about 100 feet into the air. The structure itself is very dark, almost black, but a slight shine to it as well too. And as you get closer and look at it, you notice that there are engravings of runes and words and scriptures that are etched all completely around it.
Or I go up to it and
Make investigation if you're trying to figure out what it
says.
says.
Everybody?
Whoever's close to it right now, it's just about it in Bodhi.
Oh, I thought we all walked up to it.
If you follow suit, go ahead and roll.
Is there investigation?
Yeah.
Investigation.
Hey, 21.
20.
Lyra, what languages do you know?
Can you read something?
I know infernal and that's it, and common.
Common and Infernal? Okay. As you guys are all looking at this, those who are able to cast spells see that there are a lot of magical runes that are etched all over the structure, like all the way down and all the way up as far as you can see. Even though the sandstorm is in the way, you could tell just the writing just keeps going and going. It looks like there are words and phrases, and in between there's like lines of magical runes etched into it as well too. If you only know Infernal, you can only make out every other, probably every 10 sentences roughly. Does anybody? Actually, I'll ask that in a second. As you're looking at the structure itself, you see that after every rune, like rune marking there is a phrase that says, "And he shall arise from the earth once more." And then a bunch of language that you can't read. You see more magical runes, and then he says, "And until his time, we shall wait." And then more writing, and then more runes, and it looks like there's some type of story or something that's being told, but you can't make out what some of the words are because you can't understand the language. If you're going to ask for assistance, does anybody know Abyssal?
No, but I have a spell where I could speak any language.
Oh wait,
Okay.
I might actually even.
You're gonna cast a
Well,
spell?
speaking, yeah.
Can you speak in?
Yeah, let me.
Just speak?
Yeah, you can. I can
Oh,
understand
yeah.
any written language. I must be touching the surface.
Wait, should I do it if I got a better investigate? What was your investigation?
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should do it.
Yeah,
You
can
might
I
be able
use
to read
that?
the whole thing.
So you're gonna cast comprehend language?
Yes.
Alrighty. Go ahead and mark that off. Do you want to describe how it looks when you cast the spell?
I take in a big breath, and then I let out a big breath, and all these like words, like glowing little symbols and stuff, come out of my mouth when I take the breath.
Okay. So as you're looking at the words, and at the beginning it looks like a very confusing dyslexic person's worst nightmare, you start to understand and actually see what the words are saying. Give me one second. As you begin to read the lines on the tower, you see that the pieces are put together, and not only in a way that it looks like it's a story being told, but it's also a spell that has been scribbled into the structure itself. The abyssal language reads, once touched, he shows and is given his grace, and he is able to, and then you see in Infernal, and then he returns to the earth once more. And then more arcane runes, and then afterwards it says, from the heavens and the sky to the hells below, he is everything in one. He is everything and one. He is all but none. And when he returns, the earth shall know.
Can you say that again?
The last part, I couldn't even type it. My brain was
I
like not
know.
functioning.
Oh, good. So from the heavens above to the hells below, he is all as one. And the earth shall know.
Wait. Can you read this whole thing one more time?
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Ready.
When it is touched, the earth shall know. From the heavens above to the hells below. And everything is one. the earth shall know.
That's the whole thing?
It looks like it's being written over and over and over again, and it goes all the way up the tower.
Oh, okay.
But hey, in between every sentence, there's like a big long line of ancient, like arcane runes that are etched in. So it's like sentence, runes, sentence, runes, sentence, runes. You don't know where it begins or where it ends, but it keeps repeating itself. All right. As you guys take a moment to look and study this. Who was it? Let me see. Trace. As you look closer and you see that there is a faint shine against this black rock, you notice that the shine is reflecting off of the runes themselves and not just the words. Is anybody else doing anything?
Oh, I'm sitting next to it. Okay, I touched the thing.
You touch it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, as you extend your hand out,
With my left hand specifically.
left hand specifically. Okay. So, are you still on the elephant, or you got off and was taking a
No.
look at this?
No, I was off it.
You're off it. Okay. So, in the storm, you guys see that Bodhi begins to glance closer at the stone and reaches out with his left hand to touch it. As soon as you touch the stone, a very big burst of wind begins to come from the structure itself. And with the burst of wind, it kind of clears up your immediate vicinity. And as you look up to see this tall tower, you see the point that it finally has at the very tip of it, at the very top, 100 feet away. As you guys are taking in the sudden wind that is approaching you guys' faces, the sandstorm comes back to normal, and you guys all look around. And you see Bodhi is completely encased in stone.
Oh shit!
He didn't turn into stone. He's encased in stone.
It looks like he's a statue.
Oh,
You got petrified.
You are considered petrified.
Wait, I don't think I can be petrified. I don't think I can be. Hold on, real quick.
How do we?
Yeah.
I know
Don't
I
we have
can.
a spell for that?
Yeah. Well, I think. So. I can't
Any
be charmed.
basilisk blood lying around?
Magic can't be put to sleep. How do I check the things again?
Features
Oh,
and
you're immune
traits.
to poison. I know that much.
Yeah, and then I can't be charmed and magic can't put me to sleep. But there was something else that that can't happen to me. I don't remember if it's petrified or not. I don't know where to go.
Features and traits.
Yeah. Maybe under your traits. You can use an action to end one effect of yourself that causes you to be charmed or frightened. Dark vision. You have advantage on saving throws from being charmed. Magic can't put you to sleep. Athletics, medicine. I don't see anything about petrification. Resistance to poison.
Isn't there a thing that where I can use it? I think like a key point to like. Oh wait, here we go. Let me see.
Yeah, you use a key point to prevent yourself from being charmed.
Oh, charmed or frightened.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about. That's what it was.
Mhm.
Okay.
So Bodhi is now statue Bodhi, touching the tower.
I was petrified.
Fuck.
Well, shit.
Damn, y'all magical people got anything to help him?
Well, let me look
I'm
in my book.
looking.
As I take out my book
Lesser
and flip through it.
restoration, probably not, huh? That's only paralyzed. Is petrified. That's
They're
different.
different.
It is two different things.
Boo.
So we need. Okay.
Oh my fucking god. I'm dead.
Good thing you touch it with
You're
your
not
left
dead,
hand.
You're not dead.
No.
Got no more of that stuff from the what, Aphelis or Cephalus, whatever the heck it's called.
Basilisk.
Yeah, that thing.
Are there any basilisks around?
Roll perception.
Well, you're fucked.
Nope.
Everybody roll, please.
Wait, hold on. I'm looking through my list.
I'm looking.
Yeah.
Oh, did I find something?
Uh-oh.
Lyra, as you
No.
look around and try to get a better understanding of your surroundings, you see nothing but wind, dust, and sand.
You're fucked.
Lame.
Man,
Damn,
so,
man.
Booby trap, bruh. Never seen Indiana Jones.
This thing
I
is
don't think
just
I got a spell to
like
fix this.
a stone pillar. Ain't no like doors or nothing.
Roll a history or intelligence, your choice. Because you were able to get a good view of the structure once the wind blew back.
Yeah, I don't have nothing for him.
What about
Well,
maybe dispel magic?
Fuck.
One creature.
Trace, you have never seen a structure like this before.
You're fucked. I can't help you at all.
You know, smash
I-
things. He looks pretty smashable, but I don't think you want to smash this statue. Oh my god, get out of here. I saw that face, you head ass.
bruh.
I don't even want to touch. I don't even want to touch him because that shit might transfer over to me.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Yeah, I don't think so. I had dispel magic, but I
What
don't
does that
think
do?
it's like a. It can like break a spell, but only if it's like the same. Like if I cast it at level 4, only a 4th level spell. I don't even know what this is.
I can hit
What
him
about-
with a magic. I can hit him
Can
with a
you
magic
locate object? Locate basilisk blood? Does that count as an object?
Basilisk blood? I think for locate object, it has to be something that you're familiar with.
We
missile.
used
Yeah,
it.
familiar. Yeah, we
You've
are
used it
familiar.
before. Does anybody have any in their inventory or no?
Nah, I know. I
Let me
know.
double check. I reach in my bag of holding and think of the blood, the basilisk blood.
Let's see.
Did we? I'm not saying this just because I'm a statue, but did we take something just in case, like a long time ago?
I can hit it with a magic missile and
Oh, I
see what
did.
happens.
Bruh.
You gonna shatter him to pieces.
As you reach into the bag and think about it, nothing comes out.
Yo, it's
Damn.
So bloody. Look, I'm dead.
This ain't looking good.
Wait, I have a few more. Let me scroll.
Can I try to move as a statue, or I'm just done?
You are Han Solo, bruh.
You are petrified.
Which means you can't say do nothing.
You are a statue.
What if I polymorph? Does that overpower petrify?
Let me look up the condition to give you the specific details.
I think we should like, while we got the
Maybe-
chance, like use a couple spells on him just to see how they work.
I'm gonna use him as a target dummy?
Yeah, like I have one called Chromatic Orb.
Kind of fucked up.
Maybe if I hit him with some lightning, it'll break the concrete.
What if he's all concrete?
Alright.
Oh, we could just glue them back together.
So, a petrified creature is transformed along with any non-magical object it is wearing or carrying into a solid inanimate substance, stone. This weight is increased by a factor of 10, and it's no longer aging. The creature is incapacitated, can't move or speak, and is unaware of its surroundings.
Maybe I
Attack rolls have advantage. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. It has resistance to all damage. It is immune to poison and disease, although a poison or disease already in the system is suspended, not neutralized.
Wait, you said what about saving throws?
So we can drop a bomb.
Automatically fails strength and saving throws. Strength and dexterity saving throws.
We're just gonna have to carry him to the temple.
Why don't we
Some
try
shit.
this? Can I try Dispel Magic? Because it says that. I mean, I don't know if we know that's what it is, but I feel like it's worth a shot. Because then it says any ongoing spell of level 3 or lower on the target ends, but if it's in a spell higher level, then I can make an ability check. You do spellcasting ability.
Oh, wait,
DC
I have a
10
spell
plus
that I
spell's
can-
level.
Target ends for each
I can
spell.
end the disease or conflicting or afflicting condition.
Yeah,
wh-
that.
Oh,
What
wait.
spell is that?
Try it all.
Lesser restoration. Never mind that. It says the condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. So that doesn't work.
So not petrified.
Not petrified.
Yeah.
So for this, if you would like to, you can cast the spell Magic. If you cast the spell Magic, there is going to be a DC check for this. It is higher.
I
than
can
fourth
find
level.
this at Basilisk.
You said you cast magic. What happens?
Wait, you're talking about the Dispel Magic? That spell
Yep.
that I'm talking about?
If you do want to cast the spell Magic, this magic that you're trying to dispel is higher than level 4.
Okay, so I'll have to make like the ability check, right?
And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be pretty hard.
Ugh, okay. Never mind.
Can I locate animal and locate a basilisk?
Let me see here.
Creature or plant of that kind within 5 miles if they are present.
You said, is it a beast? Refined animal?
Yeah, a specific kind of beast or plant.
Basilisk is not a beast.
Ah, shit. Well, go ahead, pick him up, Trace, because we can't do shit.
I'm gonna tie a rope around him. Drag him.
You gonna drag him?
Could I summon one?
I don't know if
But
that shit
nah,
transfers over.
It would be magic. Never mind, it wouldn't count.
If it transfers over, then it won't. It's because he touched the thing. That's how that works.
You want me to touch his body?
Yeah.
And I go over there and I feel on his body.
Ugh, why do you say it like that?
Did you touch Bodhi?
Cause he can't say no. Yeah, he can't say pause.
So, alright, so how are you trying to grab him? Are you just like touching his shoulder? Are you trying to actually grab him off of the structure, or what are you doing?
Not connected to the structure.
I just go over there and I just knock him. Like I just knock on his shoulder, and I'm like, "Yep, he's solid."
I mean, you should touch me.
Yep. You knock on the statue that was once previously known as Bodhi, and it's very solid. It's very thick.
You know,
It's very it feels like it's stone through and through, but nothing happens to you specifically.
So this
Is he
happened.
s-
He just touched the
Is he still touching the wall?
magic symbols, right?
As you look, I'm gonna let me see the investigation check really quickly. Oh, actually, Anala with a perception of 21. You're looking at him, and he did touch the structure and then turned into stone, but as you look at his statue now, he's not touching it.
I'll pick them up.
Okay, can we look around? Is this structure is like huge?
It is a 100-foot tall black stone tower that is pointed at the end.
There's no like entryway in it type thing that
Oh no,
we can see?
it's very thin. It looks like it's about as thick as a tree, roughly.
Oh, but super tall.
Yeah, but very, very tall.
Okay, can I walk around it? And is there anything around it?
Besides the writing that you see that is scrawled over and over again, all the way up to the top, looking around, you're not sure how deep the structure itself goes down due to all the sand, but it's in a better condition than all the worn and eroded stone that you guys are looking at around you.
You said he's 10 times heavier?
He is 10 times heavier.
Alright, so
How tall is that elephant?
We're gonna have to
Oh.
tie some ropes to the elephant and drag him. That's the only way we're gonna move him.
Wait, what if we like make him small?
Oh
Then he'd be
yeah.
lighter, right?
And put him in a bag of holding.
What's that one spell?
Shrinkify.
Reduce. Enlarge, reduce. How long is that for the duration? Spell like reduce, blah blah blah. Up to 1 minute. That's it.
It's more of a
Oh,
combat
that's
spell.
lame.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to.
Will we turn him into something? Like a mouse. Something small to
A
carry.
concrete mouse. Soon as it's gonna break.
Polymorph doesn't actually even last that long.
Let me just go ahead and start tying into that elephant.
All right, you begin the process of towing Bodhi.
You guys just gonna drag him?
Yeah,
What else he gonna
What if
do?
he gets chips? Does that mean what if he
Yeah.
chip off his toe? Does that mean he loses a toe?
Drag him
No,
through
he
the
doesn't
sand.
lose. He doesn't lose like any health or anything. He just comes
He's
back.
resistant to all damage.
Oh.
Wait, is he? The way I'm thinking of it is he's like just a block of concrete. Is it actually like a statue of concrete that's him?
He is a solid, perfectly carved statue of himself.
Oh yeah, we can't drag him. We're gonna break our arm or something.
I'll just put him on top of the
We
elephant
gotta,
then.
yeah, we gotta put him on top of the elephant.
How tall is the elephant?
40 feet tall. Nah, I guess a regular elephant.
I don't think elephants are 40 feet tall, but they're
No,
pretty
they're probably
tall.
about what, maybe like 15 feet, 20 feet tall.
I think so. Let me look at that.
I have a spell, but I'm not high enough level. I figured I got.
If you get your elephant to crouch down, how tall would it be then?
I would say the elephant is about 13 feet tall.
Standing?
Yes, just normally standing. It's 13 feet tall.
All right. And Avada, can you get your elephant to crouch?
Yeah. Crouch, Mr. Elephant.
All right.
He
You see
understands this. He's an
yeah,
elephant. He's smart.
his forearms bend over as he leans forward and crouches over.
How tall is he now?
Probably around 8 feet, I would say.
All right. It's a good thing. I'm 7'9". I'm taking Bodhi and I'm putting him on top of the elephant.
I'm going to need you to make a strength check.
Bro.
Yeah, he's like you. How
He is
much
10
do you
times his weight.
Yeah, so
It's
how
like
much do you weigh?
1,000 pounds, ain't it? Something like that.
Yeah, you gotta
Wait, what
be
is your
over-
weight, buddy?
This one. Wait, hold on, bro. Before
You are 185, so this would be almost 2,000 pounds that you're trying to lift up.
dog.
2,000 pounds? What the fuck?
Dick is 10 times.
He's about the size of he's about the weight of a car now.
Just leave me, man. Y'all just leave me, bro.
Shit.
Y'all come back.
Bro,
Yeah,
you
let
are
me-
an intense.
Y'all trying to work together or some shit?
Yeah, I'll help you. You have the bear help us too, bro.
He got hands like
I
us.
roll up my sleeves. He can help us push, bro. It's all about. We need all the help we can, bro.
Bro, just
Bet.
leave me. Y'all gonna break
which
me and
is-
kill me. Y'all gonna break me and kill me. Just leave me,
Well,
please.
bro, who's to say once we leave this place we come back for you?
Well, it is what it is,
What if somebody dies and we
Bro, we can't be here and this dude's made out of stone. It's all us.
Bro, he's
Uh,
not even talking. He can't talk anyway. Let's put his ass up there. Let's work teamwork.
Trace,
What is
with
it?
your base strength, the DC isn't going to be as hard for you as it is compared to other people if they tried to do it.
All right.
What are you
can we
trying to
work-
do? Tie
Dude.
rope out all of us and him and drag him?
No.
Unless you want to
No.
drag them yourself, Trace.
I can drag him. So
If
I
you roll
can.
a strength check high enough.
Are we gonna break him though? Just a question.
Depends on how you roll.
The terrain is still sand.
You guys are in the middle of the desert.
Oh yeah, fuck
Just
that. We're gonna
saying.
drag his ass through that thing, bro. Yeah, hook his ass onto this elephant. Drag his stupid ass.
I wanna. Anybody got
You
a
get lost, bro. What you need?
shield?
I believe I do actually have a shield. I might have sold it. I do not have a shield.
I'll try to drag him.
All right. What needs your roll for me?
Wait.
23.
23.
Yeah.
As you grab Bodhi and begin to flex and move him as strong as you can, he's a little bit resistant to budge, and it feels like you're trying all your strength to get him to move just a little bit, until you guys see that Trace begins to slowly tilt Bodhi over and is able to drag him. It looks like you're able to move him by yourself.
Won't be doing that shit for long, I'll tell you that.
Y'all know me.
We can still time to
But where are we going, anyways? Now that what was yeah, I done forgot the whole thing that was going on ever since the dude got turned to stone.
We're going down the middle road looking for some rundown stone and creepy things.
Does this fit the category?
Is this a rundown stone? Not too much.
There was a lot of rundown stone around you guys before you guys made it to this structure.
Alright, so I guess
Yeah.
we'll just keep
If it's all-
going in.
It was all very eroded and worn down, so it was hard for you guys to tell what it was.
Alright. I'll tie him up to the elephant so we can keep going.
All right. So if you tie Bodhi to the elephant, you guys should be able to travel still. However, it will be at half speed.
All right.
So it's going to take a little bit longer for you guys to get to wherever destination you guys are trying to get to.
We can't just leave him here.
Well,
All right. So you guys push forward.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys leave the presence of this structure and continue to push onward, you traverse deeper into this now daylight time harsh sandstorm in the middle of the desert. You guys continue to push on in the direction. The sand still hitting heavily on your faces as you guys travel further. But the longer it goes throughout the day, the hotter it begins to get. Is anybody here resistant to heat?
I probably am.
The hell beast.
So I see it is Avada and Anala and Lyra.
The heat.
Yeah, the heat.
yeah.
So as the
Okay.
sun begins to beam down through the sandstorm and you guys are traveling, you see many different waves of sand that are just ahead of you, every break in between the wind during the sandstorm. The three that I called out, the heat does not affect you. You guys seem to be able to get through this without very little to no issue. Trace, you begin to notice that the heat is starting to take a toll on you. It's very dry. It's very hot. You're thanking the gods that you don't have to drag that big ass statue right now. But at this point in time, you feel yourself panting a little bit. You're constantly reaching for your water skin to drink multiple times. But this heat is starting to wear down on you. How long do you guys plan on traveling?
Are you out of water?
You have to do a perception check to see if there's water around.
Go ahead and roll.
I can make water for you.
Oh shit. Well, yeah. Can you make water?
Nah, go find it.
Cool.
Yeah, I got you.
Out in the distance,
I just need a empty container.
Trace, in the break, it looks like you see trees off in the distance, about 100 or so feet past the storm. It's very hard to tell, but you squint your eyes, you can barely see it.
I ain't falling for that shit. Keep it pushing. With the water I got, I wanna.
You want to splash it all over you?
No. I need something that's like a bowl.
A bowl?
Yeah.
Okay. Why, for your bear?
No. I want to pour it into something and then freeze it for my sort of cold.
Okay. I druid craft a fucking.
What is your sword of cold gonna do?
What are you trying to do, Anala?
Freeze it. Make it ice.
With the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just make you. All right, how about I just put water on your sword and then you freeze it? I'm so confused.
He's gonna bite on the metal like a popsicle.
Yeah, that's a Titan thing to do.
I'll do it on my crowbar. Well, pour it on my crowbar and at the same time freeze it with my sword.
All right. Out of my water bag, I dump it onto his, to whatever he needs.
All right, so you're trying to prepare a frozen.
No, I still
Crowbar?
have water. I just have regular water.
Yeah, I got you. You're pouring it on the crowbar. I'm just trying to get an understanding
Yeah.
of what Trace is trying to do.
I want to freeze the water as. Fuck, I just put it on my sword, bro.
If
dumped the
BC
water
can
on
make
his
it,
sword.
I could freeze it.
I just want a big ass popsicle. All right, so I make a whole bunch of water in this bag, and I hand it to Anala.
So you're casting a spell?
Yeah.
All right, and which spell is this? It's create water.
hmm Create and destroy water.
Let me double check and make sure I have my quota for this.
I just up to 10 gallons in an open container.
What container are you using? Or are you just gonna let it fall on the sword?
Let's do 2 gallons on the whole sword. Let's just let. No, I'll put it back in my thing. That way we don't waste any water.
Okay. So you're just gonna create the water and just put on the sword?
Yeah.
All right. So after a few moments, your sword is completely entrenched in water. You see some of the beads kind of like shimmering off and bouncing off and dripping onto the sand floor, kind of clumping up a little bit. Are you gonna like just try to keep the sword like in its frozen state or in its cold state?
Yeah, because I remember getting the sword. It froze a whole pond for me to get that.
All right. So
could have just drenched you in water and like put a little bit of ice on you that way.
It should be gone in a second as hard as it is.
as you see the water splash off of the sword itself and begin to drip, you see that with every drip, it gets slower and slower to the point where you just see the sword itself begin to ice over, and an icicle begins to form at the tip of the sword.
That I use that to help keep me cool.
All right. So as Trace
What's up,
begins
Tedrick?
to eat his delectable treat, you guys continue to push forward.
Yeah.
All right. So, at this point in time, are you guys going to be traveling for more than 2 hours?
Group.
Yeah.
All right. And if that's the case, those who do not have resistance to fire, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Those. Me.
And Bodhi is
Why?
unaffected during this, so it's just Trace.
Excellent. I'm dead.
The ice sword assists a bit in this situation. You feel your muscles starting to just wear down a little bit. Exhaustion isn't completely taking over, thankfully, to the water that you have and the sword itself. But you feel like you can't last much longer in this condition in a longer state. Because the further you travel, you notice that the sword is melting, freezing, melting, and freezing constantly throughout the travel.
Where
What?
are we currently?
You guys are in the middle of the desert. You have no idea. You guys are going northwest as far as you can tell, but there's no signs, there's no idea of what direction or how far you guys can possibly be going. But it is still roughly mid-afternoon at this point as you guys are heading on. The sun is high in the sky. At this point, the storm isn't as harsh as it was earlier throughout the day, but the wind does still pick up sand and it does still get in the eyes and the cracks of everywhere as you guys are continuing forward.
I want
Do
to,
you feel... Oh, go ahead.
since the elephant is dragging Bodhi now, I want to take his spot, cover myself, so I'm not just straight up exposed to the sun. Yeah, I'm not walking.
So you're going to be on the elephant?
Yeah.
All right. So Tabata and Trace on the elephant, Titanium walking behind. I need you to roll a con save for Titanium as well, too.
Just a regular D20.
Oh, yeah. And we'll add 2 to it.
13 total.
13? Okay. You can see that Titanium is getting a little bit tired throughout the travel as well, too. But it still seems to be hanging in there.
You need more water for him.
Yeah.
Go ahead
Alright.
and make more water.
Gotcha. Also, I have to do this as well. So you're going to cast a spell again?
Yeah.
All right, noted. As you guys are traveling as well too, you do notice that Odell is loosening his armor a bit. He takes his extra leathers that he has and puts them in his backpack. See him trying to stay cool as best as he can, but he is sweating through all his clothes as he's walking along with you guys as well. You guys continue to push forward. At this point in time, the sun begins to go down from from middle of the sky down to towards the edge, hitting the late afternoon, early evening phase. At this point, the wind does begin to die down a bit and give you a little bit more clarity in vision. The sunset is still able to give you guys a little bit more vision as well too. As you're looking out and about, I need everybody to roll perception
Bet.
one more time.
Excellent, excellent, great, stupendous.
Sheesh.
Can I ask Odell if he knows any spells? Maybe I'm petrified.
Spell for petrification. Let me go to his character sheet.
Greater restoration.
That is what I'm looking for right now.
What would it be?
Greater restoration.
Greater.
Odell looks back to you and goes, "Unfortunately, that is not in my expertise."
Damn.
So, as you guys are
Come on.
traveling, what are you gonna say?
Oh no, I just want to ask him if he needed something.
Oh,
He was
no.
feeling alright.
He seems to be in good spirits, even though it's very hot and the travel is getting a bit daunting for everyone here. As you guys are all starting to show signs of tiredness and wanting to take a break and looking around, Lyra, off in the far, far distance, you're not sure how far away, but you see a little tiny glowing light of some sort in the distance.
Okay. Guys, I see a light when you go that way.
Civilization. Hell yeah.
I
So?
don't know how far it is, but we should just head that way.
Look,
It looks like it's a little bit off the veer of the path, but it does definitely stand out compared to everything else.
Onward we go.
He said it's
sir.
off the path.
Yeah. It's not super, super far out of the path, but it looks like if you guys kind of just
Like a house on the side of it.
Yeah,
type
roughly.
thing. Alright. Yeah. It's only for the visuals.
Okay. So as you guys begin to make your direction towards there, as you guys are getting closer and closer, you notice the light that you guys were looking at isn't necessarily a light, but it seems to be a giant dome. Looking at this dome, you look at the inside of it, and it looks like it's a pocket world in itself. It stands out. It is just a dome, and inside the dome itself, it looks like there is no sand in there. There's no wind going through it at all. The ground is just a standard, slightly rocky ground, but there's a bunch of sand that seems to be piled up surrounding it. It looks like it's a snow globe in a way that towers over all of you guys. It looks like it is about 50 feet tall. But it looks like a pristine, just perfect room of space in the middle of a desert.
so it's clear.
Yeah, it's completely see-through.
Are there people inside?
Nobody's inside. It just looks like a blank spot.
Is there an entrance?
No entrance at all either. It's just a transparent dome that looks like it's just a perfect
Or you
weather.
just walk into it. Go up to it.
Who walks in?
Oh wait, we can go in? I thought you said there's no entrance.
No, it's like it's transparent. It looks like if somebody put an invisible dome over like where you
I
guys
walk in.
are, and
Ah.
nothing's bothering it. You walk in, it feels significantly more comfortable inside this dome. It feels like it's a moderate temperature.
Yeah, let's
Alright,
go
guys,
inside.
come in.
All right. So who else goes in?
Me.
I'm in there.
All right, Lyra, you going in as well too. Like compared to where you guys were trekking through for the past few hours, this feels like heaven. Like is the perfect temperature. It's very comfortable. The air is very clear, easy to breathe. There's no sand blowing anywhere. It feels like you guys just went inside like a hotel outside of a storm.
How big is it?
It's 50 feet tall and it seems to be 50 feet in diameter.
What's inside? Just
It is
flat
absolutely
land.
blank. There's nothing insane. It's like normal ground that would be there if there wasn't sand on the floor.
Ah, so I wonder if it's just kind of like a checkpoint, save point, and then you go to the next one. Is there any other shiny lights that we can see from this dome?
Roll perception.
Go ahead, roll perception, Lyra. Hey, I got this.
As you guys are looking around to see out in like the storm isn't as harsh. The wind is very minimal, so there's not a lot of sand kicking up everywhere. But as you're looking around, this looks like that is the only thing just isolated out here for miles.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we found where to set up camp.
Yeah.
What time is it?
All right. At this point in time, it looks like from inside the dome, you can see the sun in the sky perfectly clear. It looks like it's around 7 o'clock ish.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, we stay here.
Nice place to settle down.
All right. So is everybody in the dome at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know Bodhi is AFK, went to the bathroom real quick. But we'll hold off
No.
on that.
No.
Wait,
I'm
Oh,
here.
oh, you're back?
Oh, I gotta
Yeah.
pee too.
All right. So as everybody's settling in, do you guys want to take a break here? Go to the bathroom, do what you gotta do?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, let
outside
me
right
pee
now with
real quick.
Calypso.
Okay.
I'm just muted because I'm fucking petrified, so
I got you.
can't say shit no way.
I use the bathroom.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Right, I'm fucking
That's what you get for always touching shit.
irritated,
Mm.
bro.
Y'all know to keep your hands to yourself.
I'm never touching anything again.
I need to drink me like 5 cups of water right now. Calypso.
I'm taking an intermission. So, buddy, how does it feel? be a fellow.
Hmm?
How does it feel to be a fellow petrified brother?
What do you mean, fellow?
I was one of the first people to ever get petrified in there.
Yeah, during the bachelor's fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. I'm upset.
I know the vibes.
Waited all this time to play, just be freaking stuck.
Yep. I know the vibes. Better you got petrified than me. No, then they would have left my ass. Especially if I'm 10 times my weight. I'm 400 pounds already.
I'm back.
Yes.
Welcome back.
It's just unlucky, brother. You're the first one to touch it. It happens.
It is what it is.
At least you touched it with your left hand. Specifically.
I'm back.
I'm back.
I hate niggas.
He's so bad.
Specifically you, nigga. How about that?
I mean, hey, I'll take it.
I get fucked up more than anybody in there.
No, amateur, not you. I'm trying to tight.
I get fucked up than anybody else in here. It's good to have somebody else fucked up. I almost died last session. I don't care.
That's almost. At least you guys can still play. I'm over just sitting here.
Bruh, he didn't get to play for a session. No, what did it take us like an hour to get Titan undone?
Bro, I'm the OG. I'm the OG of this shit.
Bro, it was one little fight, and then we put the little basilisk blood on you. You was okay.
Oh no, my water.
That was right after the fight. That did not take too long.
Took a while.
What the fuck?
Oh, also when you said that camels can run, well, if you asked if camels could run, I want to say, do you not remember like the what is the mummy? The mummy movies. In the first one, when they race to the first city, I think it's Amenoptera or some shit like that.
Mhm.
They're racing on camels, right?
Yeah, they have a whole scene of why he's racing on a camel.
And Tut said he ain't never seen a camel run before. Crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody back?
Yeah.
Right, camels, they don't look like they can be trusted.
What the fuck?
All good, Yosh?
That's why they
Yeah.
spit on you.
Alrighty, people.
Everybody who's gonna spit on you can't be trusted. You think a camel could be trusted?
So, Avada, how long does flying speed last?
Hold on, let me get back to my mute stuff.
Forever. Actually, let me look. Says it disappears after the hit point hits 0.
Or if you die, so it's indefinite. It's like,
Yeah. Unless I replace it with a new one.
okay. You can also dismiss it as well, too. Alright, so, you guys all begin to huddle in inside the dome. Is the elephant and Bodhi staying out, or what?
Can we drag Bodhi in here? Is
Yeah,
like,
that's
it big enough?
Oh,
Is it big enough to be able to drag him in?
Titan could drag him in.
Alright,
I thought it was
Titan,
tied to the
let's-
elephant.
Currently.
I gotta roll again.
No, I would say you can use the same strength check. You have a feeling of how strong the statue of Bodhi is, so you're able to drag it out.
I'll drag him in.
Okay, gotcha. So you drag him into the dome. At this point in time, you guys are all huddled inside a very temperate, comfortable feeling dome that is completely surrounded by a desert. In the evening, you guys begin to set up camp. Question mark?
Yeah.
All right. So, what do you guys do while you guys are setting up camp?
We're setting up camp. I want to talk to Avada.
I
Okay.
say to start conversation.
What's how do you DM?
What's up?
How do you ask somebody like their stats in D&D world?
You can just ask them how strong they are, how fast they are, what they do. That's up to them if they want to tell you the specific number. But
Hey,
I'm
Avada,
strong as fuck and I'm fast as fuck.
how
boy.
smart are you? Since you're a wizard now.
My wisdom.
No,
is
your intelligence.
It is a 14.
You got any specials? You got a plus on it?
Yeah, that's with the plus.
I don't like this RP.
Because since you're a wizard, do you have the spell to bring people back from the dead? Like revivify?
I do not have that. I believe
I have the
Anala
scroll.
might have that.
I have the
the
scroll to
scroll for it?
revivify.
Yeah, I knew
Yeah.
there was something that we.
And if you can read it, you can copy the spell. But if you fuck up, the thing gonna go away.
as you guys are talking, everybody feeling tired of the day, Odell sits down, kind of leans back and goes, I could really go for a tea right now. And then out of nowhere, right next to Odell, you guys see a cup of tea pop up next to him.
Shut the fuck up.
And he goes,
Ain't no way.
"What?" And it looks like
That's
it's a hot,
crazy.
fresh cup of tea that just pops up right next to him. He kind of looks very confused and is almost as lost as all of you.
Don't drink
did
that.
Did you guys do that?
I could go for a giant ice cube right now.
And you see a giant ice cube appear right in front of you.
I hug
Is this
it.
dome a trap?
Well, let's get this.
I could go for Bodhi being back to normal, unpetrified right now. No, nothing magic gnome, huh?
Nothing pops up. No.
God damn you! Fucking-
I could go for a
Oh.
whole bunch of food right now.
Hey, hold up though. I could
You
go.
start to hint the senses of your favorite food, but nothing specific pops up.
I could go for some basilisk blood right now.
And you see, boop, a bottle of basilisk blood appears on the ground.
I don't feel like that's right. Can I like insight check if like on these items, are they off? Are they strange?
Oh,
Yeah,
you can do
like I inspect them.
you can do investigation or you can do arcana.
Investigation, Arcana.
Avada, as you're looking at it, you could go ahead and make an investigation check.
Yes, sir. 21.
Okay, so let me see what Avada gets. So, what are you inspecting first? The ice, the tea, the blood that popped up? What?
The blood
Anala checked
and the
blood.
tea.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you take a look at the blood initially, Avada, the bottle feels as real as it possibly can. You hand it over to Anala. The blood looks reminiscent of the same type of blood that was spilled while you guys were fighting the creatures. You undo the cap, you smell it. That faint smell of
Piss.
harsh coal and blood is in that bottle, it seems like it's very legitimate. With the Arcana, as you are kind of like inspecting this, you're not sure what exactly type of spell this is, but it looks like there's some type of conjuration magic happening.
Let's see.
Hmm.
So it checks out.
As far as you can tell, it seems legit.
$1, if you please.
Okay, here you go.
I would like a horse and carriage.
I pour the blast
Why
of
would you want a
blood.
horse and carriage in sand?
Well, something to where we don't all have to fucking walk.
As you say those words, Avada, you see a carriage appear inside of the dome, but no horse with it.
I probably can bring living things.
Live creatures,
Yeah.
I pour the bastard's blood on Bodhi.
You pour it, the blood begins to ooze down the sides of the statue itself. Nothing happens.
It's not.
Yeah.
So this is, I
This
think
is a
this might
trap
be a
dome.
mirage. I think it might be like a mirage.
If you want to make a intelligence or a history check, Trace.
Trace only?
He's the one that did it.
17.
You remember the procedure is you have to boil Basilisk blood before pouring it on the statue.
Damn, I could go for some bastard's blood.
The
You see a
boiling
second, I see a
basilisk
second
blood.
bottle appear.
Give me that.
Yo, stop
$1, if you please.
I use my produce flame cantrip and heat up the whatever it's in, make it boil.
As you feel it in your hand and it begins to warm up, you see the blood begin to boil just so slightly in the jar, and the color go from a deeper red to more of a gray red color.
Okay, it's boiling.
Mhm.
I pour it on Bodhi.
As you pour it, you see the blood itself begins to sink into the chips and the cracks of the statue of Bodhi. And after a few moments, every surface that it touches, you see the flesh and actual physical parts of Bodhi begin to come back until the statue glows faintly, and you see your companion come back a little bit stiff around the edges, but you are no longer petrified, Bodhi.
Can we get another one of those?
Yeah, we did
I'm
it.
holding.
Man, I feel great.
Could I
cracked
get?
my brain.
I wish I had an apple,
Yes.
and then I step outside to see what happens to the apple.
As the apple appears and you pick it up, you begin to step outside, and as you walk back into the harsh environment, the apple disappears.
Ooh.
What just happened?
Yeah.
You say, ooh.
So this place is like a mirage. Like a
Stick a toe out,
Bodhi.
Who?
Oh.
Bodhi, just
Yeah.
in case.
walk
Gotta
outside
make sure.
to see if it works.
I'm kind of scared. That apple just
Stick a
disappeared.
bad toe out, the one you don't like.
Oh, my toes. I love them all.
You don't really need that left pinky toe.
Stick your pinky out.
You need the pinky. You need the pinky.
Okay, I take a piece of cloth, well, like my whatever I'm wearing, and I rip part of it off off my arm, like the shirt, end of the shirt.
Okay, so the end of your robe you kind of tear off.
Yes, and I crumple it, and I go to the edge of the bubble, and I toss it through.
As you toss it to, you see a rag that is quickly engulfed by sand.
What do you mean by that?
All right, now dip
Get
your hand
down
out.
there, bro.
Just a torn
Yeah.
rag that you ripped off, and it's in the sand now.
But it didn't disappear. It went in the sand.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
just
in
in
the
the sand.
sandstorm.
Oh,
Oh, I thought
fuck.
the storm took it.
Now stick your hand out real
Wait.
fast.
No, the wind's
Oh,
picked
crap.
up. The wind's down at this point. It's not super harsh.
I'm gonna push Bodhi out. Can I push him
No,
out?
you're not. I move out. I no,
Push,
you're
I
not
push.
pushing me. I moved.
Who has the higher dexterity?
Me. Easily.
How do you know? Wait,
I
where's
know
my
for a fact.
Oh yeah.
What's
Okay.
your
What's
dexterity?
your dexterity?
What's yours?
What's your? Mine's
No,
12.
act like the DM can't see it.
Yeah, mine's is 16.
Whatever.
So
Yeah.
Bodhi is able to dodge out of the way before he's
Yeah,
pushed
no,
out
I
of the
pushed her out.
Brody, just stick your hand out, cause we need to know
Okay.
now, or else you're fucked later on.
I put literally the edge, my pinky nail through the hole.
And just a minuscule little pinky comes out of the side of the dome. You feel the weather a little bit, but that's about it.
Okay, you're fine.
I put
That's sticky,
the rest of my left hand specifically out.
And it is significantly hotter out there.
Okay, I pull it back in.
All right.
Let's go. I can live.
So everything we made will disappear.
Oh, so what did I miss?
Had to deal with a lot of bullshit to get your ass over here. Weighed 2,000 pounds. I had to tie you to that celestial elephant.
2,000 pounds. You put me on an elephant?
Now we dragged you.
You dragged me?
You're welcome.
Well, I'm alive, so that's whatever. Hey, thank you guys, man. I vow to never touch anything that I don't know what it is again.
Cool.
Famous last words you hear Odell say.
I just look at him.
Gotta-
Mm,
Cracks a smile and chuckles.
Well, while we in here, we might as well use this shit to our advantage. I
yeah.
could go for
I
some
want a
meat.
burger.
And what type of meat are you requesting, Trace?
turkey leg.
Big turkey leg, fully cooked, freshly smoked, right in front of you.
I
would
could really
like
go for
bacon
a
egg.
watermelon.
All of the respective foods that you guys are requesting appears with little issue.
I feed good half of it the titanium.
All right. Proceed
Wait.
to.
Wait. Oh, well, not really wait. No, continue, sorry. I was
Alright.
just... I'm hyped.
You guys are all collectively conjuring different foods and various different things. Odell's kind of looking off to the side, still a little confused of what's going on here, but he doesn't seem to be too worried, but just a little hesitant as you guys are all collecting the food. The food smells absolutely amazing.
Hmm.
Hey, I could really go for a ring of water elemental command.
What?
You see a magical ring appear right in front of you.
Oh,
I could go
Yeah,
for
but
a
it's
ring
gonna
of
disappear.
invisibility too.
You
It's
see
gonna
another ring
disappear
appear.
when you go out.
Yeah, it's gonna disappear.
I
when
whisper,
you
I
leave,
whisper,
though.
I whisper to him. Let him have this. He'll find out
All
tomorrow.
right.
I put on
Wait.
I put on the ring of invisibility.
All right. Do you take the 10 minutes to attune to it?
Attune to it.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta do things just to activate it.
That's how it works.
I had to attune to my greatsword.
Okay. Nah, it's cool. I'm cool.
All right.
Why
You
y'all
staying there for
whispering
10
me?
minutes?
I don't want
Alright.
something to happen to me with this ring, just in case. Like when we do
Anala,
that.
Lyra, would y'all like to sit down and eat dinner with me while they do shit?
Wait, so it's
Yeah.
just gonna
Yeah,
disappear? Trace?
I don't know.
I hold the ring out and see if it disappears.
Hold the ring out of the dome.
Mhm.
As it's on your hand and you reach out of the dome, you see the ring
No.
disappear.
Oh, well, okay. Well, that's that.
Ah, damn, it disappeared? No way.
Yeah, like the apple.
Damn.
Oh. I was just hoping for the best, bro. I just wanted to be invisible for a short time, all right?
We still can. We in the dome.
I would like to see a map of the Badlands,
Ooh.
if that is possible.
That's fire.
Give me one moment.
Wait, we might be able to. What if
No, well,
put that in a
thing-
bag of holding. How can it disappear if it's in a bag of holding that's a different dimension? It's not technically outside of the dome.
We could try it.
Yeah,
You can get one too. Actually,
I-
try it.
I could go for a map of the land we're in right now.
I could
Okay.
go for another map of the Badlands, and then I hand it to Anala. To put
So-
it back up.
For those who request a map to the Badlands, nothing pops up. Trace, as you ask for a map of something here right now, a piece of parchment appears on the floor in front of you. And looking at it, the ink seems to be very well detailed and very well intricate. You see that the scale, you don't understand what the scale of the map is, but you see a little tiny circle. The map itself kind of looks like a top-down view in real time of where you guys are right now. You see the sand kind of moving on the ground. You see the different stone pillars that are scattered around you as well too. You see that there is no direct road, and there's no significant like landmarks or anything. This just looks like a giant desert. You're not sure how big to scale this map is though, but you just see nothing but desert that just goes on and on.
Wow. Well, that's it.
All right. Anything else?
I'm thinking. Well, we're spending the night here, right?
I could go
Yeah, I
for
got time.
a full-size king bed.
You see a very comfortable looking full-size king bed pop up in the middle of the dome.
Bro,
Ah,
this dome
dive
is
in
gonna
there.
be cluttered as fuck with a bed, a carriage, food, a bear. Like,
It's starting to quickly pile up in this dome as you guys are requesting this stuff.
I dive in the bed and I go to sleep.
Well, the carriage is gonna disappear, so that doesn't even matter at this point.
push
Ma-
it out the dome.
Hey,
I would like the
What
carriage to
is it right now?
disappear.
That the
Oof.
carriage disappears.
what time is it right now?
At this point in time, it's about 7:30 ish. Early evening.
You said 7:30 ish.
Mhm.
Okay. Wait, where's it at? I would really like a broom of flying.
You see a very ordinary looking broom pop up right in front of you.
I try to fly with the broom.
You just trying out shit, ain't you?
You stand, you put your feet over the boom, put it in between your legs, and you try to jump, like fly up, but nothing happens.
I throw it out the circle.
You throw as soon as you throw it out, it just disappears.
I'm chilling. That's the last thing. I'll just learn to fly around while we was in here.
Maybe that's
As you are angry and throwing it out, Odell kind of looks at you. He's like, usually magical brooms have a magic word that go with them.
I asked for the magic broom back.
And as soon as it appears, Odell goes, "Do you know what the magic word is?"
Can you tell me?
You summoned it. I have no idea what it is.
You make the word.
I say, booty mongrel.
And it begins to levitate.
Oh,
Wow.
let's go. All right, I try to fly a little straight and do a U-turn.
You don't have to roll
Nope.
acrobatics for this because you're already a monk. Where are you trying to go? You're just trying to like fly around.
As low as possible to the ground with where everybody is in like circles.
Okay, so you're just kind of like slowly levitating across in between the dome around everybody.
Yeah, I rolled a 20.
Oh,
You said
weird.
acrobatics.
So you didn't have to roll.
Oh,
Yeah. As a monk, you don't have to roll for that.
okay.
You're able to keep your
You just
balance
want to
pretty
reflect.
easily. Yeah.
Hey, look, I didn't want to do it because I'm confident in it. But
You did.
anybody want to hop on the broom and fly around?
nah.
Yes.
I go fast to Nala and then I and pull up.
Go full speed.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. I go full speed, full throttle, as fast as possible.
So you try to zoom over everything within 50 feet.
Not over. Well, there's nothing there, right? Pretty much.
There is stuff scattered all over the floor. There's various foods. There's a bed in the middle of the dome.
Okay, I'm like, we're
Wait.
6 feet in.
Fly to the top of the dome.
Huh?
Just go to the top of the dome.
How tall is the dome again?
The dome is 50 feet tall.
All right, I fly.
A 5-story building.
Wait, you want to go fast or slow up there?
No, I just want you to hover me at the top of the dome.
Okay, I hover to the top of the dome.
All right.
Yeah, I could really go for
I get ready to
machine
speed
gun
off
of
at any
eggs.
second. Oh.
You said a what?
Machine gun with eggs for
A
bullets.
machine gun with eggs.
Anala.
I really wish for a
Don't do
tent
what you're
that-
gonna do.
I really wish for a tent. Well, I guess a little wooden tent.
It's not your
or
turn.
whatever.
Nah, it's not your turn, bro. It's not
Immature.
your turn. This is you're not doing that.
This motherfucker's speaking in hindsight.
For real,
Did I
I'm
get
not
my machine
going.
gun with eggs?
There
Right.
is a contraption that appears on the ground of the dome that seems to be holding eggs. Can't necessarily call it a machine gun per se, but looks like a launcher of some type.
You
Go
got a
get it.
fucking egg catapult.
You
I
know,
think
we
there's-
swoop and grab it.
Okay, I go down, swoop, and grab the thing, the contraption.
All
We're
right,
at the
this
top
thing.
now.
You go
Wait, how much does it
down.
weigh? Wait, how much does it weigh first though? Is this possible?
It is light enough to carry fairly easily. It's very awkward in itself because there are no machine guns specifically in this world, but
Mhm.
it looks like some type of like Leonardo da Vinci type of invention that would launch eggs at a rapid pace.
Okay, and I take it back to the top. See,
All right.
And I unload that bitch onto Avada.
So
First of all, I
shoot
need
me
you to
with
roll an
eggs.
intelligence check to see how it works.
Oh, dumbass.
Okay.
You gonna shoot me up for
Where's
no reason?
intelligence?
Depending on this roll, depends on how well you're able to attack with this.
Wait, where is intelligence at? You know, it's funny.
Where the
'cause
fuck is intelligence?
At the top.
Oh,
I don't see it.
At the top.
oh, I almost got a 20.
Wait, where? I'm rolling one too.
Okay.
10.
At the
I got
top.
10.
Where all your main shit is.
So looking
Oh,
at
here
the
we go.
mechanism, it
13.
seems fairly straightforward. You see where the trigger would be and how to aim it. So if you are able to shoot it, it would just be a straight roll. It would not be a disadvantage. So you're trying to shoot Abada with it?
Yeah.
Abada, what's your armor class?
18.
I'm gonna need you to roll an attack roll. Actually just a d20, but you're gonna add 2 to the modifier.
Me?
Yes.
22.
No way.
That's a natural 20. Go ahead and roll. This is gonna be 2d4 plus 2.
I didn't know she was gonna do this.
8.
So 4 plus 4.
10.
So it's gonna be
Max.
4. Yeah, so it's gonna be double damage. So 4. There's gonna be
Damage?
8 plus 4 is 12.
Fine, I
She's
can
gonna hurt
heal.
him?
So you're gonna do 12 points of bludgeoning damage to Abada as you are splattered with an array of eggs back to back to back. As you are wishing for this wooden tent.
Nah, I can't condone this.
Oh no, it's over with now. I did nothing. I did nothing.
You
to
can't
even
talk. You're
deserve-
getting hit by eggs.
Alright.
Wait, I go down to where they're at and I ask for I would love a shower spot with spout and soap and stuff. And a towel for Abada to clean himself.
So you are met with a curtain. Not well, not necessarily a curtain. You know the standing things that you can like extend and spread
Mhm.
out. That's not on the
Yeah.
floor. You're met with that, a bucket on the floor, and then in the corner there is just an eternal, everlasting shower of rain that just falls into the dome. And the
Alright,
water
cool.
starts to pool throughout the dome, get all over the plates.
Wait,
get all over the
no,
floors.
that's not what I'm. Wait, what do you mean it's getting all over the dome?
There's no shower specifically, so there's just water in a bucket with a wall that stand off, but the water itself is landing in the bucket and starting to fill up and overflow.
Oh, stop! I would like the flow of the water to stop.
All right, the water stops.
There you go, Bada. As I say on my broom. I didn't know she was gonna do this, but you can wash up now. Bada.
I hear you.
Okay.
Well, if everyone is done goofing around for the night, I think I'm going to prepare for bed. You hear Odell say as he begins to walk off to the other side of the dome.
Hey, Odell, you want to ride the broom before you go to bed?
I'm fine. Thank you, though.
Killjoy. I whisper to Nala.
Is there
Hey,
anything
he
else that
hears.
you guys would like to do?
I forgot he can hear us. I forgot he can hear everything. No,
I
I'm good. I'm good off the
I
broom.
take time to learn a spell before I go to bed.
Okay. You continue your studying. And at
I'm
this
so sorry.
point, the sun is starting to set. Night
Made
is
me
beginning
sick.
to take over, but the weather is still perfectly fine in your guys' immediate vicinity.
Trash, you know you're muted.
Yeah.
You guys are all bedding down for the night?
I've been asleep the whole time.
Okay, so Trace is out cold.
Yeah, I go to after I do my.
God, I can't stand your ass, man.
Actually, I want to put a spell around the door in case someone comes in.
There's no door.
Oh, the entrance thing, the bubble.
Yeah. Oh, if there's no door, then I guess we gotta sleep in shifts then.
Yeah,
I'll take the first shift since I'm up studying.
me too.
Right? There's going to be
How,
a lot on there.
how many hours is that? That we taking shifts?
It's roughly 3 hours a shift that you guys take.
So
It's it's
can I
enough to be
study
at
in-
8 hours a night. Yeah, you can
Okay.
study during your thing, but your perception check is going to be at disadvantage.
Well, but isn't it still? Wouldn't it be regular since I'm awake with him?
Well, you
And
you
it
guys are
goes-
both rolling, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm saying if we're doing it from, if it's a one of us rolling for both of our perceptions, wouldn't it be an advantage? So it's just one roll instead.
So it could be one person rolls with advantage if you guys are both taking a shift. If one's going
Yeah.
to be distracted, it's going to be one person rolling straight, or it could be one person rolling straight and the other person rolling at disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was saying. So he could just roll straight instead.
Yeah, so it's one of the three that you guys choose.
Yeah, I'll just roll straight.
Wait, maybe. Oh, 'cause
Well.
dang. Okay, never mind. You be rolling low.
So you're going to roll straight?
Well, I got a natural 20 right there, so
Hey, let's go.
So, as everybody beds down for the night, Anal, are you still flying around or are you resting as well?
Hell no, sight.
No, I'm not still flying around.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
what are you gonna do?
No, I was just gonna say booty mongrel to set the broom down.
Okay. And Lyra, I take that you're sleeping for the night.
Yeah, I'm sleepy.
Okay. So, you guys bed down and take a rest. There's still a dim light that just emanates from the dome itself that you guys are currently sleeping in, but not enough to be irritating to while you sleep. As you two are watching for your shift, you see that the wind begins to pick up just a little bit more throughout the night. And you can see that the stars are shining through the dome that you guys can see a little bit more clearly compared to if you were actually out there. looking around and taking everything in. Not entirely sure where you guys are, but you notice the stars. You see the moon high in the sky. And as you're looking around while everybody's resting, you begin to see shadows in the horizon moving, some faster than others, until far away in the horizon, you see a big shadow that's just slowly drifting from one edge to the other, far away from you all, but far, far bigger. Couldn't exactly tell. Actually, with a natural 20, you see the creature not in a standard bestial form, like a bear, like a four-legged animal, but you see a creature
Yeah.
that is just huge, that is just traveling across in the distance in the middle of a sandstorm. And then you could feel a very, very faint shake in the ground that you guys are on top of, where you see the figure tunnel and go down into the ground.
Mm.
Didn't
Hell,
yeah,
I'll
didn't
wake
seem to
everybody.
disturb you guys, but you guys definitely saw that just happen.
Wait, don't wake him up. Wait. Don't wake him up yet. We don't. It's not like it's coming this way right now.
You don't rather be safe than sorry?
I thought about waking him up too, but it went in the ground. I don't know. Okay, yeah, your instinct.
I guess.
No, we could do.
I guess if we feel any rumbling coming, we gotta wake them up ASAP.
For the record, this happens about an hour and a half into your guys' shift.
I mean, we can do whatever you want because last decision I made turned me into a statue. So
We can just
whatever
wait
you
on it.
want.
It didn't look like they were coming this way. I guess.
All right.
All
What
right.
do you think that was?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like that.
How tall did it look? I mean, like about like foot.
With the natural 20, you guys can guess that the creature itself looked to be about 25 feet tall.
25 feet
It was pretty big.
and walking around as a giant.
It was like it didn't look like it was walking. It looked like it was gliding through the sand.
Oh,
Like
that means
just
that
like
it's
treading,
flying,
like
yeah.
surfing through the sand.
Oh no, nah. Mm-mm. I mean, we can let him sleep if we want, but I mean, it's not like we can go anywhere anyway. Right now it's dark.
True.
But during that time, other than that spectacle that you guys saw, everything else seems to be not too out of the ordinary considering where you guys are.
Hey,
But
can I ask for a while we're doing the sleep thing or the night watch?
Mhm.
I asked for a hold on, how do I ask this? I asked for a book on the place that we're in.
what are you asking for specifically?
Like like a book of creatures, like to like a book of it, like creatures that are in this area specifically, to see like what that could have been, stories on it or something like that, like a book of the actual place itself that we're in. That might tell me or tell us what that big thing was.
How would this work?
I don't know how to ask it. Like
I know what you're asking for, but I'm trying to see how this would work.
Like an
the
encyclopedia.
guide of the Zuli province or something.
Yeah,
Animal edition.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
there's things in the background that I'm looking at to try to make sure if I'm able to do this for you. I gotta check.
The creature DLC.
I'm about to start a whole National Geographic.
Yeah. Cause I mean, you want to know what it is, right? Possibly, at least. Like, cause what if we walk in and that same thing that just went in the sand. That means it's just like chilling out there. You know what I mean? Bless you. You think I'm tripping?
No, you're not tripping. I want to make sure if a book
No,
is going to be.
I was asking about it.
Hell no, that's not what you want, bro.
Okay. So, what appears is it looks like a very simplistic picture book that seems to pop up in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you take the book and you open it up, there's no words, there's no descriptions, but each page is a sketch of different creatures. The first thing on the page is a very feral looking dog human creature with the features of a very bloodthirsty hyena, but standing up on its hind legs, blood coming out of its mouth, very aggressive, and looks like it's holding bones in its hand. As you turn the page, you see what looks like a gigantic scorpion that seems to be climbing on rocks and like showing its pincers in a very threatening fashion.
Mm-hmm.
As you turn the page again, you see what looks like a giant sandworm or sand snake of some sort with scales going through its skin, no legs at all, but able to stand up in like a cobra position with no eyes, no facial features, but just a giant mouth with rows and rows of teeth that go all the way down.
Wait, dude.
That's a Texas dune worm, bro.
You flip the pages again, and you see a lizard-looking creature that has wings on the very, very like forearms of itself. It seems to be crawling and walking on all fours, and it has distinct features of a wyvern or a dragon, but it looks like it seems to be covered in like jagged rocks and jagged stone. You turn the picture again, you see pictures of groundhogs, meerkats, lizards, a bunch of smaller game, and you turn the page one more time, and on the last page, you see what looks to be a giant rock or stone golem looking creature, but instead of like a bottom half, it looks like it's just coming out of the sand tornado.
Wait, so like the bottom half of it, like is like Red Tornado that moved.
It's like the Tasmanian Devils. It's like a tornado for its bottom half.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm the whole time you're saying that I'm showing Avada, like we're looking at the book together.
Okay.
Mm.
But those are the other things. Those are the things that seem to pop up with the book.
And then off of the thing that you said that we just saw, can I do like a check to where like I can match it to what I just seen in the book?
Based off of the distance, you could determine it's down to one of two things: either the giant scorpion-looking creature or the dragon-looking creature.
It's probably the scorpion. Scorpions burrow in
Well, you said it looked like it had rocks on there or something, didn't you?
The dragon itself, it looks like, you know, where scales and like horns are sticking out. It looks like it's jagged rocks instead.
But I'm saying when you were saying what we're looking at when it was walking.
Oh well, the sandstorm is kind of in a wave. It's hard to tell, but with a natural 20, you can tell that the shape of it, it was either moving really fast or it was like gliding in the sand. It wasn't running or walking or crawling or anything.
Mm-hmm. Dang. All right. Well, this is the stuff that's out here with us. I showed Wilder, so we should be prepared for whatever.
I'm gonna need you both to make a. Let me make sure I get this right. Investigation. Roll investigation for me.
You said investigation.
Mhm.
Oh. Oh. Let's go. Oops, I
Lord.
didn't mean to roll that second one.
Oh, you're good.
We'll just use that for later.
Ivana, while you're looking at the pictures and trying to get a better understanding, Bodhi, you take a
Mhm.
look, and not only are you looking at the pictures themselves, but you're looking at the details of the sketch. You're looking at the, like, how realistic it looks and how accurate it is, the description of what you're trying to picture. The font and the writing looks very, very familiar to Chinook's book.
What was that last part?
It looked
The
familiar.
writing looks very familiar to Chinook's book. When you guys were asking a question and a picture would show up, it looks very similar.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like Dalen?
The pictures inside the book look very similar to Dana.
Like the writing and stuff. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out why that's like, important.
It's just something that you notice.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out like
Why are you giggling?
Because he always does that.
I mean, it can mean nothing to you. It's just something to note. That's all.
Yeah. For sure. I just don't want to miss nothing. That's why.
All right,
Mm.
but
Write it down.
yeah, write it down if you think it's important.
No,
That's
like
all.
miss nothing, like the ruby from a long time ago, and then we was like, oh damn, we went back and the dude was dead, and someone took it.
I
type of
got you.
thing.
All right. Well, if you have any questions about it,
No. Well, you said it's writing or something on it. You said right. So
the pictures and the writing, the handwriting is similar to the same handwriting that you saw in Thalen every time you guys asked him a question.
say this has something to do with the genetic thing. Or probably has like the same magic.
okay. I know. Well, I'm chilling.
All right. So you guys finish your shift?
Yeah.
All right. And after that time, who's next?
Me.
All right.
I go
Nala.
next to.
Hey, when they wake up, I tell them, hey y'all, this is some stuff that we just saw. I tell them what we just saw, and I give them the book of the creature, and we narrowed it down to these two.
As you guys are talking about this and discussing and showing them, you guys feel a faint rumbling and vibration in the ground as you guys are exchanging shifts.
That might be that Alaskan bull one.
And that rumbling is what we felt before that thing went into the ground.
I see.
So,
Yeah.
just so y'all know, it's probably underneath us or something, but I want to see it.
All right. We'll let you know if it attacks.
Don't like that you said it like that, but for sure.
For my perception check before I roll, I could go for some binoculars.
Actually, can I ask the bubble to like set up like defensive stuff?
I mean, you can certainly try. You see binoculars pop up right in front of you, Trace.
Nah, y'all got it. I'm going to bed.
All right. So, those who are on shift, go ahead and make your rolls. Trace, you can go ahead and roll with advantage if you're both rolling individually.
17, 21, nice.
17.
All right. So, during your shift, the storm seems to be picking up once again. little bit harder to see here in the middle of the night. But you guys are making sure that nothing is in immediate harm's way. But as you're looking around, Anala, within roughly 50 feet of you guys, walking through the desert, you see a pack of hyenas that seem to be going
Oh.
through, kind of wandering aimlessly. You see the pack is about 6 deep. And as they're walking, you notice that they look very tired and exhausted. And as you're going through, you see one of them begin to lag behind and slow down compared to the others. While the 5 keep walking along, you see the 6th one slowly stopping and then eventually falling over still, while the rest of them walk. This one still within your line of sight during your shift. It's a very sad moment as you're seeing nature take its course. And you can only hope for the best for this creature during this time, but as you're slowly thinking about yourself and seeing if you can communicate or try to reach out to this creature, you see the body of the hyena start to move and start to shake. And then eventually you hear wincing and crying coming from what would be this once dead creature.
Oh my
But then
god.
out of nowhere, you see its flesh begin to rip and tear as it begins to cry and scream more.
Damn.
Why am I seeing this?
You rolled high as you see the creature crying out for help. Coming out of its belly seems to be ripping itself out. A humanoid
Oh,
dog-looking
no.
creature that rips out of the hyena and begins to snarl and cackle and begins walking aimlessly in the opposite direction from where the pack was going.
Well, you said a humanoid?
It stood on its hind legs when it climbed out of the
Oh
out of the hyena.
no. It's those things. The nose.
Yeah. I learned my lesson from those.
What is it?
No.
A no?
An abomination.
We fought that
Yeah.
before?
A version of us has fought them before.
Yeah, another
You said,
dimension.
oh my gosh. Okay. I understand.
It
I
goes.
understand it now.
Oh, I can't ask questions. I don't see it.
Yeah.
She can relate.
It was just fucked up. I had to see it twice in my
Welcome to
fantasy
D&D.
lives.
See anything out there?
You see, Adele's eyes were getting a little teary, and then she looks disgusted and shocked. And she says, nope. And looks the other way.
All right. Cool.
About an hour or so later, during your guys' watch, you feel the rumbling sensation once again. But other than that, your shift ends.
Does it feel stronger than before?
About the same, roughly.
All right. I wake up
That is your
Lyra.
shift. Alrighty. Lyra,
Yes.
it is your shift. I believe Odell's going to take it with you as well.
Lovely.
Alright. So as you guys begin the transition shifts, go ahead and roll perception for me.
I also give them that picture book Buddy gave me.
The picture
Total.
book? Okay.
Told him about that shit.
Alright. Okay, so as you begin your shift and take a look out into the storm once again, the storm itself not as violent as it was the first night where you guys were sleeping, but the wind begins to pick back up a little bit. During this time, the air is still fresh around you guys, and the sand against the dome itself has picked up a little bit more. For our first, it is about maybe 7-8 inches tall against the dome. It has now risen to about a foot, maybe a foot and a half. And there are no creatures that you spot or see in your immediate vicinity as you guys are looking around. Morning time comes, the sun begins to rise. And Lyra, as you're about to get ready and call everybody out to start the day, you look off in the distance and you see what seems to be rumbling underneath your feet, and then coming out probably a good distance away from you, maybe a mile. You see giant wings spread from the ground, sand shooting up all different directions through the storm
What? Okay.
as the creature comes out from burrowing under the ground and then begins to glide off deeper into the desert, away from you guys. But you definitely see that in the horizon. But your shift is over. Morning arrives. Everybody is fully rested.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the
Good
best sleep I had in a long time.
everybody.
I need something to bed more often.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I think it's for everybody's best judgment if you probably get out of here as soon as possible.
What
What
makes you say
happened?
that?
I mean, kind of looks at Lyra, a little bit concerned on his face. Just a hunch. There's been a
Y'all
lot
saw
of
that-
things
y'all
moving
saw that
about at
thing?
night.
Y'all saw that thing, huh?
We saw something.
Bye.
Did y'all see anything? I look at Tracy and Lolo.
Oh, I ain't see
I
shit.
saw something terrible.
What happened?
Nothing.
What? How you say it's terrible? This is nothing. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
we saw
nobody-
some stuff.
Yeah, we saw some stuff too.
I could go for 10 waffles.
Oh, brother.
10 waffles on a plate.
Oh,
And-
wait.
And some aloe vera.
A jar
What?
of aloe vera pops up right next to it.
What do you need
Night.
that for?
Cover myself in aloe vera.
Alright.
That's smart. Oh, actually, hey, I need that. I would like some aloe vera too, and I do the same thing Trace did all over
Okay.
my
Isn't
body.
it just
I don't
gonna
know.
disappear?
Well, maybe it won't.
Okay.
Maybe if it's already absorbed
Okay.
by my skin.
Is it hot yet or no?
It's still very cold in the morning, but right now it's temperate. You guys can't feel the weather immediately.
Okay, I keep some aloe vera for later.
All right, put some in your pocket.
I do.
Yeah, if it's super hot outside.
Put it in my
I'm gonna
backpack,
start
bro.
pulling that thing.
Okay, you put it in your bag.
Yeah. My pocket's so heavy.
You guys all begin to pack up and get ready for travel again?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't need a bed anymore. I'm ready to go.
All right.
Oh, hey, do we have a map to the directions of where we need to go right now? Like, cause nobody knows the direction, right?
When I conjured a map, it said we're in the middle of the desert.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Great. So we don't know which way we're going.
No.
Oh wait.
All
Can
right.
I would like a compass.
And a compass pops up
Mm,
right in front of you.
And you're gonna,
Big brain.
and you're gonna disappear.
Okay, let's
Or you can use it now.
go. Wait,
We can
what?
start off.
You guys are still in the dome right now. You guys have just been packing up.
Yeah, we can still start off with what direction we need to go.
Yeah.
If it clears.
True.
I know you don't walk straight, but you kind of wobble. But
So
not
we
bad.
want to go like west, right?
Yeah.
So okay, I see the compass pointing west, and we head that way.
All right.
Wait,
You see
DM,
wait, yes.
question.
what's up?
When we were
No.
taking the path, what way was the dome off the path?
The dome was on your left off the path as you guys were
Okay.
walking.
I
It
didn't
veered
know
off
we
to
did
the left.
West is still west. Please, we're not doing this again.
I would say, with the help of a compass, you guys are able to determine what direction you need to go. You're just not
Thank you,
sure how
DM.
far.
God bless.
East. I thought you said west.
All right, so you guys pack up all your stuff, getting ready to head out. You guys leave the dome.
Wait, no, not yet. Is everybody ready? And
I'm ready. I'm ready to head west to Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
All right,
Lavada
so
is here.
busy.
Busy. He might be doing so.
He might be. He could have stepped out again.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the sake, I'll
Okay.
say you guys are getting ready to head out. As you guys are preparing, Trace and Bodhi, when you step out, the aloe vera does disappear. You are
Okay.
immediately exposed to the elements. It is once again sandy, once again very kind of irritable, but colder than you guys expected as soon as you step out of the dome.
But that didn't work.
Um,
I put my cloak
yeah,
on.
the jar disappears as well. You put your cloak on. As soon as the last person steps out of the dome, everything inside the dome disappears.
Oh, okay.
Are we
So-
like back on the path or just walking?
At this point, if you guys are going where you last left off, you're in the same direction. So there's no immediate or direct path in the middle of this desert. You just know which direction you guys got to go to.
Okay. Is it super windy and stuff still?
It's moderately windy, not to the point where it's like detrimental to your sight, but the sand can get a little bit irritating every now and then.
Okay, I wanna use Fist of the Unbroken air if I can.
All right, what are you trying to do?
I wanna like whichever way we're walking. I just wanna see something. I wanna like clear a path with the sand, like from the sand.
So you're gonna try to do like a 30-foot
Yeah.
push in front of the
Mm-hmm.
sand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you prepare, you want to show how you punch the air.
Nah, I don't ball my fist up at all. What I do is I hold my palms up. You know when Tony Stark dropped that jar head in the first Iron Man, how he was standing with his arms out. And I take one step in, and I whoosh with my arms out.
And with this, you guys see a big gust of air come from Bodhi and push itself forward. Directly 30 feet in front of you guys, you see that there's clarity for a moment and a clear sight for 30 feet before 6 seconds later, the wind recollects itself and it is blocked once again.
Okay. 6 seconds.
So how many times can you do that?
I can do it as many as I want.
Then you
Do
should-
the whole walk.
Then you should be in front.
You did use 2 key points to do this.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Hey, before we leave, I need to take a 10-second rest. 10-minute rest real quick. Before we leave. So can I do a short rest real quick?
Pretty. What?
I need 10 minutes. I just used 2 key points for no reason. I just was testing it to see it, how it would
Go ahead, bro.
how it would rate.
All right, so delaying the travel 10 minutes.
Yes.
All right.
All right, but I'm ready now.
Yeah. Fair enough. Easy rest. Regain your key points. Ready to go.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
You should be using them things willy nilly. You feel me?
So back on your travels, you guys continue onward. Elephant still at toe. Are you a camo again, Anala, or are you guys all just walking two elephants? I mean, with the elephant
Walking.
there. All right. You guys continue to trek onwards into this desert, and it seems like there is no end to this as far as you guys are traveling. A few hours go by. The sun starts to glare the heat down against you guys. And it becomes a very, very hot day once more. Continuing through, filled with the anticipation of what comes next. You guys are still trying to figure out if this direction is 100% where you guys all need to go. But I need everybody to make a perception check.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Hey,
Perfect.
go. 18.
Yeah.
All right. So, with a few of the members distracted from the heat, but still refreshed from the good night's sleep earlier, Anala and Lyra, as you guys are looking around, off in the distance, it couldn't be any more than less than half a mile away from where you guys are now. But you swear in the distance you see some structure of some kind that seems to be engulfed in sand.
Like,
This time
is
it's
it
on the
tall?
right side. It's not really tall, but it looks like there's a mountain of sand about a half mile away, but you can tell there's something underneath the sand.
Okay. Hey. You see that, Lyra?
I sees it. Let's go.
Guys, this way.
All right.
All right, so everybody turns off and goes
Yeah.
towards this structure.
But you said it's like towards. Wait, which way? Which direction?
It's off on the right this time,
On the right.
about a half mile away from where you guys are.
So that means it's towards the north/northwest. Okay.
As you guys begin to approach it and get closer and closer, you can now see that there is a mound of some sort. Kind of looks like a hobbit hole at first glance, but instead of grass, it's completely engulfed in sand. In the entrance, you see big arching doors with iron handles, and the door itself is also iron. It looks very, very old. It looks very, very worn. It looks like nobody has accessed this in who knows how many years. But it looks like it is completely just taken by the elements, just lost into that.
You said it's covered in sand?
It's covered in sand, but it looks like an entryway of some sort.
I do my fist of the unbroken air on it to clear it up.
All right, and as you do the attack once again, a big gust of air pushes out from the pushes out and pushes the sand that was leaning up against the door and kind of brushes it all out. You see that the sand, like the wind is still picking up sand in itself, but you cleared off a lot of the main entrance. It looks very standard, very simplistic in design. A giant arcing double doors made of iron with two big hoop handles for the entrance.
Can I wait, do y'all wanna go in there right now? Are we going in there? I'm not touching it. But if nobody else wants to touch it, I'm sure I can blow the doors open.
Go for it.
What are you looking to do?
Well, Trace, you want to walk in, touch it, the door? Nobody touching it?
Hold on.
Okay. I'll take my 10 minutes.
I kicked that bitch open.
All right. Go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Go ahead, buddy.
As you kick this door,
7 is crazy.
you can still hear, even though like there's a lot of wind blowing, and it kind of snuffs out most of the sound. You could still hear a giant metal clang as Trace's boot hits the edge of this door.
Okay. I know. We got 10 minutes to do this, right? Let me do another short rest real quick, just to reset. Cool.
So to you guys,
Yeah, bro.
All right, cool. So I do my little 10-minute meditation to get my stuff back, and then I do my fist of the unbroken air. This time I front flip and do a 720 and with my foot out and I kick.
all right. Why need you roll an attack?
Wait, it's my fist of the unbroken air though.
Yeah, you still have to roll an attack on it, right? Or no?
No, it's just the damage, 3d10. Unless the door has to make a strength saving throw.
Automatically fails the saving throw. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh my, you mean okay? Cool. Bet.
So it'd be 3d10.
Mm.
All right, so 20 points of damage as you do your initial attack. It makes contact. You hear a loud metal clang once more, but the door itself doesn't open. But you see the hinges on the sides of them kind of bend a little bit.
All right, I do one more again.
Because you're trying to kick it inward, right?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait, before I do that. Hey Trace, you want to try to pull this door open real quick?
I tried pulling.
You try pulling the door?
Yeah.
Make a strength check for me again.
Wait, bro,
What's up with my dice today, bro? I have not gotten over. Like, where are my double digits at? But
As you look at the door and you're complaining about how hard it is, it turns out the door was just stuck. But you pull it and it pulls open.
Oh my gosh, bro.
good.
Well, actually, it was needed. Cool. All right, we're going in.
Yeah.
As soon as you guys open the door, a big gust of air comes out of it, and it is the driest, most. It smells like stagnant water plus rotting decay as you open the door.
Trace, close your legs.
Shut the fuck up. Is it dark?
It is very dark inside.
Hey, team, I have a question. Would y'all mind if I take another 10 minutes?
Bruh.
Get inside.
Okay, let me take my 10 so I can reset my
Fucking key
my
points.
aura. Hey, okay, I'll meditate again for 10 minutes and then I'll get to go. Hey.
What?
You said F my key
So
points.
is everybody leaving Bodhi as he sits?
Please
Yes.
don't leave me. Please
Yes,
don't
fucking
leave
leaving
me.
his ass.
Please don't, please.
No,
All
sir.
right, well, as you sit down and
You
begin
only
to
can take two short
meditate,
rests
buddy.
in one day.
No, because I have to reset my key points just in case
You
we
can
get in a
only take
battle.
2 short rests in a day.
You can? Is that a thing?
It's a thing in Boulder. I don't know. Is it a thing in D&D?
It is
So
not and it's not a thing in D&D specifically, but if that's a rule you guys want to make for your group, that's up to you.
No. She said
As of
Boulder
today,
Day. No,
on
stop.
March
No,
30th,
no,
the month of
no.
my birthday, you can
I
only
don't
short
agree.
rest twice within a day. Lock it in.
No, no.
No,
That
no,
puts me
bite
at
your
such a
ass.
disadvantage.
I'm keeping it
For
in
real.
consideration.
All right, then stay outside.
All right,
Do you stay,
I
Brody?
take my 2 minutes. I go in with them, and then I sit down and meditate.
So are you following them or are you gonna sit down? You
Yes,
gotta tell me.
yes, I'm going with them.
Okay, gotcha. So as you guys all follow suit and go inside, it is pitch black in here. Those with dark vision can see. The smell immediately hits your nose twice as hard as you guys walk through the door. First things that you see, those with dark vision, as you're looking around immediately, behind you, leaning against the door that you just pulled open, now toppled over, is a skeleton. The skeleton seems to be holding a very torn and worn leather rag and seems to be holding a book of some kind.
Can I wait? Does everybody have dark vision or no?
No.
I do.
You don't. All right,
Nope.
I pull out my torch.
All right, now you guys can
Yeah.
see 30 feet in front of you with very dim light. Looking around, you see that there are fancy designs that are etched all over the walls. The corridor or the hallway that you guys are in itself seems to be structured. It doesn't look like a cave opening. It looks like somebody actually carved a hallway into this entrance.
Mm.
But those are the first things that you see immediately.
Does somebody want to grab the book out the skeleton's hand?
All you, buddy.
I'm not touching another thing. I put my
Wait,
hands in my pocket.
A book? Like, how is he holding it?
It looks like he's toppled over because the door is open. The body itself is leaning over to the side. It still has a worn down, raggedy leather bag, like strapped across the shoulder. The armor seems to be rotted and long gone, and the book is now looks like it was initially in its hand, but now it's just barely next to the skeleton.
I grabbed the book.
All right.
Wait, you grabbing it?
What?
What if something happens to you? I don't want something to happen to you. Can I use Mage Hand?
Oh yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, so you use Mage Hand to pick it up.
Yeah.
All right. What does your Mage Hand look like?
Uh,
Is it invisible? Is it an actual spectral hand?
No, it looks like like the big hand boss that you fight at the end of Super Smash Bros.
Like Master Hand?
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
All right. So Master Hand picks up the book and glides it towards you softly.
Yeah. And
You open it up, or you just
Can I make the hand open it?
the hand simply opens the book. It looks like there is very worn writing that is inside the book. It is in common language, if you wish to read it.
Yes, I'd like to read it, please.
Okay. So I don't have a specific journal note written down here, but the summary of it, it looks like it's counting days, and each page is a different day. It's not necessarily in a numeric order. It looks like it goes day 1, day 3, day 7, day 20, day 30. But each not scripture, but each journal post, it looks like it starts off as me and Stafford decided to go on a relic run. This place was only spoken about but never properly discovered. Ancient writings are all over the walls. Plenty of treasures to be had if it's abandoned. The next journal entry goes, there was plenty of traps, but we still didn't find any treasure. Stafford decided to look deeper, and I told him it was too dangerous. We should get a proper search team. Day 7 goes by. Stafford's nowhere to be found. I want to go and search after him, but I'm afraid of what's happened. Day 14 goes. We're running out of supplies. I think Stafford is lost inside of whatever traps may have be in there. Hopefully he's okay. But I need to get back. Day 20 goes, the entrance is sealed. I'm unable to get out. I fear that these are my last days. To whom that may find this, do not go deeper. Only despair lies ahead.
That doesn't sound good.
How many days? What was the last day?
The last day
20?
is day 20.
20 days, huh? Wait, are we all in here right now?
You guys are all in there.
Fuck.
Elephant's at the front entrance, but you guys are all in.
I missed that. Sorry.
Bodhi, get out there.
Wait,
Go outside. You gotta go do your stupid short rest anyways, so...
for what? I missed it. I don't know. I'm
In
asking
case
what
I
we
happened.
could
get
say
trapped in here.
it took 10 minutes for you guys to sit down and read and understand this stuff.
So he said the
Okay.
entrance is blocked.
Oh, you gotta pull.
They got trapped in. They got trapped in here. Like...
Welcome back.
It's easy.
B.
Everything good, broski?
Yeah.
All right.
You about to get an angry message.
Just to catch you up real quick, you guys are currently in a cave entrance of some type. Your elephant's out front, but you guys have all entered. In the middle of
we
the
just
desert.
read a
In the left-
journal that
Oh.
this guy, like, they went trying to look for relics and treasures, didn't find anything. His friend got lost, and then when he tried to go out, he got trapped in here, and now he's dead.
And a skeleton.
I'm kind of curious what happened to what's his name? Stafford.
Yeah.
Like if his body's not here,
Then
then
somewhere inside, yeah.
Well,
and why
we
did they
should learn from-
separate?
we should learn from this guy's mistakes. And get the fuck up out of here.
We're
in
built
my-
different.
Yeah, he probably said that with Stafford and the rest of his people that he came in with too. You want to go in, we can, but
I mean,
I'm just saying.
I have Dimension Door, but that only works for me and one other person. If we want to, like, try to teleport out if something happens.
Why are we even here?
Because this is the only thing that we've seen for this whole desert.
Odie, don't you live here? Don't you come from here?
I don't know this place.
Bodhi, you are from the outskirts of the Jubilee province. You've never been in there properly. You never crossed the bridge.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
it
saying.
shows.
I
Because
don't
you
know
know
this
jack
place.
shit.
Mm.
Relics, huh?
I do fist the unbroken dolphin. I won't hurt you.
I don't know,
Well,
you guys want to
We can put it to a vote. I vote go in. I need to know there's something in here that I might need. But if you guys don't want to go, I'm completely okay with that.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Let's do it. Oh, wait, can we use Speak with Dead on skeletons or no?
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, no,
yeah,
it's
you can.
within- No, this says the spell fails if the corpse of this target. Wait, what? The spell also fails if the corpse. Oh, was the target of this spell. Oh, okay. Yeah, can we use that?
Yeah.
You can
Let's
certainly
do it.
try.
Can I use Speak with Dead on. Wait, do we want to use this now on this guy? Or.
You can cast it multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think I have so many spell slots, though.
Well,
Okay,
you only
we'll use
need
it.
2. What level is it? A level 1
Is it
spell?
third? Oh, no,
Mhm.
it's third level for me.
I mean, okay, so if you're going to use this, what are you going to ask him? How the door close, or where did Stafford go, or what were you looking for? You're just going to say,
It says we can ask him up to 5 questions. So that's what this spell says. The corpse only knew what it did in life, blah blah. Yeah, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. So maybe we can ask it. Let's see.
Do you recommend that we go in? How
I
was
think
your
we know his
experience in the cave?
recommendation.
What would you
He
rate this
wants to
cave 1 to
know.
10?
Can I get a Yelp review?
Why? What were you looking for? What were you looking for in here?
Ask like specifically, because then he's just gonna say relic.
I go to Trace.
What
while we're doing this.
specific
And
relic?
I whisper to Trace. Hey Trace, are you going in there with him?
Yeah,
Okay,
better than outside.
for sure.
I don't think he's gonna know what happened to Stafford because he already wrote in his journal that Stafford, like, he tried to look for
Got
him.
lost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
so
we should
say,
not
like-
that.
Don't ask what happened to Stafford, but
I want to ask who are you and like where did they come from or like what?
yeah, that's a good
I
question.
don't know. Where did you and Stafford come from?
Hey, Amateur, can I look around, not touching anything and not leaving the group?
Oh, we should
But-
ask when or how long ago did you come here? What is he gonna know? How many days? Or
There's writing on the walls or something.
what date?
Make a investigation check.
Wait, why do you want to ask that though? Like, what information are you trying to get out of that?
Cause I'm just thinking if it's like if this was recent or like if this is just really really like if this is like 100 years ago or 200 years ago, maybe this
That
stuff
he was
is
here?
like yeah. Then like I don't know. I feel like maybe some of these traps are not even, or I don't know. Maybe this place is just abandoned. Like whatever happened here, maybe is like old news.
Cause yeah, I can I have a spell that shows traps and stuff too.
Oh,
Um,
you do? Okay.
As
Yeah.
they're circling around the skeleton, talking amongst themselves to figure out what they're trying to do, Bodhi, you're looking around at the walls, and there are no writing specifically on the walls themselves, but you notice that there are pictures of various different creatures and a very weird 2D art style that seems to be very minimalistic. It doesn't show a lot of details, but some creatures look like they could be a dragon. It looks like it could be a griffin. You're not entirely sure. There are plenty of depictions of humanoid creatures of different types, like tieflings, humans, elves, all circling around different creatures. As you look around and kind of shine your light a little bit deeper into the hallway, it looks like on the left side, it's the same picture of different humanoid groups surrounding this one cat, four-legged creature, that just repeats itself along the left wall. On the right wall, you see that there are different, it looks like a story that's being told, but you can't tell. As far as you're looking, because you don't want to stray too far away from the group, on the right, you see somebody who seems to be sailing on a ship and landing on an island of some sort. But that's as far as you can tell, unless you want to walk further down.
Landing on an island?
It looks like they're arriving at some sort of land from like a boat trip.
Okay.
That's as much as you can tell from this first section.
I relay that to the group
Okay.
while they're doing their skeleton talk.
Sure thing. Didn't mean to cut you guys off. You guys go ahead.
Okay, I have what specific relic or treasure were you looking for in here? Where did you and Stafford come from? When did you die? I don't know if there's anything else. How did you die?
Yeah, how did you die is actually a good one because it could be to something or just from.
Yeah. Okay, and then we'll still have one more after that. Maybe we can leave it open, like in case one of his answers. We could change him too, like if one of his answers makes us ask a different question.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Can we try speak to the dead? Watch all this question planning and it's not even gonna fucking work.
It is. It is.
Okay, I'd like to cast Speak with the Dead.
Would you like to describe yourself as you cast a spell?
Ooh, yeah, I like a cloud, like a dark black cloud starts forming around the bottom of my feet, and then it starts to rise up, and I bring my hands up with it, and then I push it onto the skeleton, and I say speak, and then I ask my first question, which
Alright.
is, what specific relic / treasure were you looking for in here?
You guys see as Lyra begins to cast a spell, as the smoke overtakes the skeleton, and you see a very dim light begin to appear in the empty eye sockets. The body itself kind of lifts up slightly. You see its head slowly turn towards Lyra. No facial features, obviously, on the skeleton, but you see that it has your attention, Lyra. What's the first question?
What specific relic or treasure were you looking for in here?
We were looking for armor, weapons, anything of value.
Okay, where did you and Stafford come from?
We hail from Portside, members of the Syndicate.
This
Okay. Wait, I'm debating still. Wait, maybe Anala, maybe we should ask it where the what's that place called? The temple that we're trying to go to? Maybe we should ask it if it knows where that is.
Yeah, go for it. The Lotus Palm Temple.
Okay, excuse me, Mr. Dead Sir. Where is or which direction is the Lotus Palm Temple?
So how do we get to the Lotus Palm?
Oh, how do we get? I mean, how do we get to the Lotus Palm Temple? You didn't hear that first question.
As a side note, the funniest thing to me, out of game, the funniest thing to me is when two characters are talking to each other while talking to a dead person, just to figure out what the next question is. I think it's funny every single time. But you hear in response, the oasis in the middle of the desert. None. There is no direct path to get there. Those who are worthy find it. Or so the rumor goes.
Huh.
Oh my god.
That's actually very helpful though, because that we're looking for directions this whole time, but it's
I thought when he just said like the oasis in the middle of that, he was talking about the dome for a second. Like that's how we were supposed to get
Yeah,
there, was
that's
through
what I
the
was just
dome.
thinking.
Did you think
But
the dome is the oasis?
I don't know. Should we ask that?
I don't. Wait, what was the other questions?
Because the other two questions that we had, which we still have two more questions, but the other ones we had were when did you die and how did you die? I think how did
Alright.
you die? We probably don't need to ask. I mean, we could. I don't know.
No, it's
We
not
kind of know from the
necessary. If we're gonna
journal.
fight something, we're gonna fight something.
Yeah.
Um. Well, he said those who are worthy find it. So
Yeah.
he said, or how the legend goes or whatever. So
He
that does
said-
that mean he
yeah.
hasn't been to it? So
I'm
he would know
assuming
what it is or
so.
what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't think he knows what. I don't think he's been there.
So
But
maybe if we go in here and fight this thing or get the treasure, you're worthy? No, they're just here because they want
treasure.
valuables. Yeah.
yeah,
They were
I don't
greedy.
think they're gonna know much about the Lotus
think-
Palm Temple.
I think the
They
best thing
said
to
they were
do.
looking for armor and weapons.
I think the best thing to do to find this place is to just go out there and keep walking.
He just said there's
I
no
still think
direct
you should
path to get
ask.
there.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
He just said you had to be worthy.
That's I
So
understand.
how are
What
we
he
worthy
said.
by just walking around in the desert? Trace is gonna fucking die of heat stroke.
It's just
um. Okay. Well, we got 2 more questions. What do we want to ask?
I don't know.
Do we want to try? I feel like if we ask, like, what do you mean by worthy? Like, he's just gonna say the same thing. But maybe not. We could try. Or maybe.
Ask. Does the dead know if other people are dead? Because they reunite in the death. So can we ask if Stafford is alive? DM, do dead people know if other people are dead?
I cannot answer this question.
Maybe we should just. Do you want to ask him what happened to Stafford?
Ask Odell what we should ask him.
Yeah, Odell, you were awfully
Dude.
quiet, sir.
Did you ask Odell this question?
No. We're asking Odell like what other questions should we ask this dead man?
And I ask Odell, do dead people know if other people are dead if they didn't see them die?
Well, me personally, I wouldn't know that for sure, but it is said that those who are followers of the Raven Queen or Kellenbor are able to commune with the dead and get a better understanding. But unfortunately, I don't have any expertise in that. But there are saying that some dead people are aware of others, but I guess it depends on the situation. In this case, as he looks at the skeleton, I'm not sure that he's too aware.
That's what you want to ask. I don't know.
But if you want to ask if Staff is probably alive, what did the journal say?
Says Stafford got lost and like he went deeper and he got lost and then they thought that or he thinks that Stafford got trapped and just stuck down there.
Then it seems to me like he doesn't really know where Stafford is then.
Okay,
You could
Odell, you
ask him
got
if
any
the Oasis
ideas?
is a dome.
Yeah, we could ask that. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe he was talking about like the Lotus Palm Temple itself.
Have you tried asking what type of traps are known to be down here?
I guess we
No,
could.
because I can search for them.
Oh, true.
But you can ask that though still if you want. Because maybe just ask him what he died. How did he die?
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna ask when did he die? Yeah, when did you die, sir?
I want to make sure. Yeah, I'm reading the spell again to make sure I can give an answer.
You best be giving an answer, Mr.
The corpse only knows what it knew in life.
When did you stop
So
living?
he
I
knew
know,
the
I'm
date
trying to-
because he was writing in a journal.
I'm trying to think of how.
Oh,
Okay, gotcha. So as you ask this question, you hear the lack of being able to breathe, but you still see wind kind of go through the skeleton itself and coming out of its mouth. It begins to speak and it goes, "It's been 70 years since my eyes have closed."
Damn, this was a minute ago then. That means no
well,
one
it
been
depends
here.
on what you are. I'm 100 and something. I'm 112, so
But that's still like a minute, kind of.
yeah.
Okay, we have one more question.
can ask him if this is the only place they search, or if there's more like this,
Oh yeah.
or if there's more buildings around or something.
You don't want to ask what
Are
monster killed him?
there? Huh?
You don't want to ask what monster killed him?
No, I don't think a monster even killed him because he said in his journal that he just got like the door shut. He got trapped here. They couldn't open it. Um, are there any other structures like this around here, or have you been to any around here?
That's your question?
Yeah.
All right.
Final answer.
You hear, I was a treasure hunter for 20 years. There are shrines and tombs in different areas of the land. Julie was the most dangerous. We decided to take the risk.
Well, clearly didn't pay off, Mr. Skeleton Man.
And you hear the breath leave the skeleton as the smoke begins to clear out of his eyes and the body lays down.
Hmm. Well,
Who's
So
the
we going into
syndicate?
this-
Syndicate, as far as I'm aware, they were it's kind of an underground dealings of a group located in Portside specifically. They usually handle all the dirty work that the nobles are not allowed to do.
All right, team. What's the move? You go in, see what's up, maybe find Stafford, or go out into this sandstorm and
wait,
hope for another building.
All y'all
can
say y'all
we
doing
try to
here.
send a message to Stafford? Like sending?
Look at the spell.
It says well, it says a creature you've met or described to you by someone who has met it. And I asked him, where did you and Stafford come from? Is that enough description? We also read in his journal about him.
You're not, do you know what type of creature Stafford is?
God. Okay.
What is the what's the one in front? Can I can we see what the one in front of us looks like? Like, is he big boned?
Make an investigation check. Actually, no, this would be a medicine check to determine the bodily autonomy of this skeleton.
18.
All right. So,
20.
That's investigation.
yeah, for medicine, as you're looking at this creature, unfortunately, elves and humans tend to have very similar bone structure, because they're very easy to identify along with half elves. So you can either determine that it's down to those three races. It's either an elf, a half elf, or a human.
Okay.
What about does Odell know the syndicate? Do they only have one type of person in there? Or one type of
Uh,
creature in there?
no, the syndicate is home to many different types of people.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, hey, the wall stuff. I already relayed the message to them. All the stuff that's on the wall down there.
All right.
With all the creatures and stuff. But there's more down there if y'all want to walk down there. Y'all think y'all want to go in?
Odell kind of looks around and goes, "So, are you all in the mood for an adventure, or should we stick to the plan?"
Fuck it, bro. Let's go. Go in there.
Around a little side quest.
As Trace says that, you see a little smile come across Odell's face.
Ain't this the type of shit you was doing, Odell?
It's exactly up my alleyway.
Good. So you can lead the way. You the expert.
Ain't this also how he died?
Exactly. It's okay. You fucking making him Nancy.
You see this smile go down to a slight frown as Bodhi says that.
My
I
bad,
mean,
We're-
usually my success rate is fairly well, except for one time. So you know,
Mm,
you can't win them all.
Oh, you only get it one time.
kept them alive so far.
Right.
Okay,
what?
we have Scroll Revivify. I got Revivify. We're good.
All right. So you guys begin to delve deeper into the
I put
chamber.
my hands in my pocket and follow.
All right. You're still holding your torch, right?
With torch with his on his hand in his pocket.
I give the hold on, y'all got torches. I put my torch away. I don't need to hold this for y'all. For you, Trace. Just get your own torch. I put my hands in my pocket.
Give me your torch.
Bruh, use your own torch.
You already got it
Yeah,
lit.
I
Might as
thought-
well just get it.
I toss him the torch.
You ain't gotta toss it. I'm right beside you. I grab it.
Huh?
You ain't gotta toss it. I'm right beside you.
Oh, here.
All right. So it's Odell taking point. Who's behind him?
I'll go behind them.
All right.
I'll be third. Wow.
Avada, you still here?
I'll be third.
Oh, brother.
That boy is here and gone.
He'll be last.
He'll catch up.
He'll just
And then-
be back.
Lear and Nanala. You guys are together, I assume?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm leaving Titanium with the elephant.
Outside in the heat.
We're just at the entrance.
At the entrance, okay. Noted.
In the heat.
The entrance of the thing we're in. Inside.
Oh, so he walked in. Oh, okay.
Alright.
Wait, it's kind of weird that the entrance that he died in here. He said the entrance got blocked off, but all of a sudden, like, it was just a door, right?
No, Buddy done busted the hinges off of it.
I know, but it was a door, right?
Yeah.
It was a giant metal door.
So somebody locked it because it's a door. It's not like a fallen cave.
As you guys are walking and discussing this, Odell kind of mentions, oh, well, it is a pool door and there's a sandstorm outside. So it probably got pushed shut.
Yeah, I cleared the pathway and then we ended up pulling it open.
Even
Also,
though
pushing it
he looks
forward.
over at Trace, even though he tried to kick the door in.
Yeah, it was a pull door.
Usually doors are push.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just dumb.
So you guys
I
continue
mean,
to
that's how he
traverse.
died. Imagine all he was pulling it the whole time.
He tried to pull the door the whole time.
And then, bro, that's crazy, Lord.
Oh my god.
What a guy.
Stafford's
Alright.
like waiting in Portside to tell the story.
I know, right? He's just gone. I don't know what happened to him. So I'm gonna need, I need everybody to make perception checks as you guys are walking through.
That's crazy.
What a day, huh?
That's such a funny thought. I'm telling you, he was right next to me. I went down. I found the exit on the other side. He never showed up.
He just showed up. What an idiot. Damn, low, bro.
It's a great day for finding shit for me.
I know. Hey, everybody has those days, bro.
I roll again with a disadvantage or something.
You really want to roll again at disadvantage?
Okay.
I'd say 10. 10 is usually middle of the road, so I wouldn't be too mad at that.
Alright.
All right. So, as you guys are looking around, the stench begins to get a little bit stronger the deeper that you all go. Looking around, who would be the one that's paying attention to the drawings on the wall?
Me.
Bodhi?
Yeah.
So once again, on the left, the pictures are repeating themselves. It's a group of different people from different backgrounds, all worshiping this beast that seems to have some type of glow around it. On the
What's the beast?
right,
Wait, what's the beast look like again?
it's very minimalistic. You can't see
Mhm.
details. It looks like it could be a dragon. It looks like it could be like a cat with wings. It looks like it could be a griffin. It's like a
Mm,
four-legged creature that has wings. That's all you can tell.
okay.
Um, on the right side, as you're walking along the hallway, you see that it goes from a human individual who seems to land on an island, and then the next picture seems to be the same individual on top of the island with the boat still in the water on the side, and you see a civilization of some type uh, that the individual has either discovered or founded or something. It looks like he's proud to see this civilization. As you guys continue walking forward another 20 or so feet, looking up at the picture, you see that there are many different people of many different backgrounds that are all talking uh, to the one original individual at the beginning. But the picture itself is a little bit zoomed out, so you see the water, you see the island. Everybody is talking amongst themselves on the island, and underneath the island looks like it's underground or something. You see a giant chamber of some sort, and you see the beast that's on the left side of the wall. That seems to be underground inside of this, uh, underneath inside of the island itself.
Mm,
Um, as you guys travel further and go deeper, looking at the picture, you see that there's all sorts of people who surround the beast, and nobody's no longer on top of the island. They're all underground with the beast, and it looks like there's commotion going on. Some people look happy, some people look sad, some people look angry, and the beast itself, once again, you can't tell what it is specifically, but it looks upset. Its facial features give like the expression of being upset.
mm-hmm.
Um, and then the next picture, you see a group of people leaving on the boat, and underground is the beast and the original individual who was first arriving, and it's just them two. But they look kind of sad with each other, and everybody who's on the boat looks happy and excited.
What?
And as you guys are walking, you guys are met with a set of double doors.
Hold on. So the guy that got there is now under, or in the pictures underground with the thing,
Mm-hmm.
and this thing looks exactly like the thing that was in the book.
It looks
That
exactly
everybody-
like this, like the thing on the opposite side of the wall. The thing that everybody's praising.
Yeah, no, I know, but that it looks like, from what you explained, it sounded like the same thing with the from the book in the bubble.
I mean, it could be. You can't be 100% sure, but it's
Well,
possible.
I'm saying that's like I'm saying like that's what the conclusion I'm coming to.
Okay, gotcha.
So this thing might be underground with everybody else, or with the dude still. I don't know. I tell them. I hope everybody was listening.
Depending on how long that
What do y'all think this
everything
means?
could be
So,
dead.
but that's the thing. It looks like on the wall. It looks exactly like the thing that me and Avada on our watch. We saw that exact looking thing pretty much crawl into the ground that night.
Mm.
Last night.
It might be
What?
down here.
What are you saying? Yeah, is that what you're thinking? That it's probably that's what's done here?
Well, yeah, I think that's the thing. Oh no, I don't know about down here where we're at. I'm talking about outside in the.
Um,
I'm saying outside in the sand and stuff, and we can't find anything else. So maybe like
He said it
I don't know.
burrowed underground. I mean, it'd be underground.
That's what I'm saying. We're looking at the top, the surface, but the thing that we might be looking for might be underground. I don't know. I don't know. This picture's a lot.
As we're walking through this thing, DM, is it like we're walking down or just walking back?
Walking down.
It's
Not
double
super
doors,
steep, but noticeable.
and we're at the double doors right now.
Yep, because of the double doors.
Is there anything on the double doors? It's just a big stone door.
The doors themselves are also metal. Not as big as the ones at the front entrance, but they seem to be very similar in structure. Very simple design, 2 rings on each side.
Yeah,
Well, the dude already said in the book there's traps.
Oh, I can cast a spell now if you want me to check the door.
Por favor.
Alright. I'm going to cast. Find traps. You sense. Do you want me to read it to you, or
Oh yeah, you see.
you sense any traps within range that is within a line of sight? A trap for the purpose of this spell includes any object or mechanism that was created to cause damage or other danger. Spell would alarm. Sense the alarm or glyph of warding spell or mechanical pit trap, but it wouldn't reveal a natural weakness in the floor, an unstable ceiling, or hidden sinkhole. Okay, that's scary.
All right. So this is why I read. Very important. Would you like to describe how you cast the spell?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. No, I just brain farted. I'm embarrassed.
No, that's not good.
I should have just turned off.
When it comes back to you, it'll be okay. As you cast the spell, to be prepared for any. How long does the spell last?
It um it just says instantaneous. So it just says it reveals the trap is present, but not even the location.
Yeah, it's within line of sight.
But it doesn't
So-
say how long it lasts or anything. So I guess as long as I can see it, I know it's there
Okay. 'Cause I'm
for
gonna make
however
sure.
long.
Let's
But all I
here.
can see is the door.
Oh, that's interesting. How does it say how long it lasts? Is it a second level spell? Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. But I would say once you cast a spell and you're looking immediately, as you look at the door itself, it's weird because you're alarmed that you do notice that there was a trap here for the door itself, but you notice that the trap looks like it has already been triggered.
Okay, so does the door alarm danger or no?
No danger, no immediate danger. But it looks like there was a trap.
Okay. Well, I tell the group that. And so I guess we're good.
Okay.
Go ahead, Odell.
Odell looks in approval, goes over to the door, and you see him wave his hand, and his eyes flash green once more. But in this case, you see him imitating him holding the door handle and opening it, but you see just the door itself just slowly begins to open by itself. He looks, he peers his head in, looks around for a moment, and he goes like, "This place is very, very old. But you said that the trap was already, the trap already went off for the door?"
Or the door, yeah.
Other traps may have already been triggered here, but just keep an eye out. We should be safe. It looks like we're retracing somebody's steps at this point.
True.
He slowly goes in and he kind of disappears into the darkness.
I follow him.
All right. Next chamber. You guys see a giant stone room that seems to be the source of what could be where the stagnant water is coming from. You see water slowly dripping from this the roof, but dripping directly in the middle of this room that you guys are currently in. Looking around, you notice that it looks like it is a chamber that leads to 4 different directions. Well, 4, including the ones that you guys came from. So there's one to the right across the room, one to the left and to the right. Water's dripping down in the middle. The platform is slightly raised in the middle of this room that you guys are in. But as you guys are looking around in this chamber, you see that there are a lot more drawings or symbols of this 4-legged beast that are just planted all over this room. It's like that same image on the left side of everybody praising this one animal, but instead it's just the creature itself. Nobody else around it.
I feel like we're definitely gonna run into that soon. Did you happen to read its weakness in that book of yours?
Yeah, I still got the book.
The book has disappeared when you guys left the dome.
No, the book. The journal. You had
What?
the journal we was reading. Off the dead guy.
Oh, the dead guy's book.
What does that? That doesn't say the creature.
No, I'm seeing if it says the path that he took.
Oh, no, there's no instructions on where they went. He said that his friend went deeper and he decided to turn back.
Down.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
His friend opened the door and fucking got bodied.
Are you guys going to sit in the chamber, or are you guys going to decide on where to go?
You see any traps? On each of these doors?
I would have to cast it again.
I'll throw you a bone this time. As you're looking around, you don't see any ready to trigger traps. It looks like the door that's directly across from you all, it looks like that trap is already triggered. It looks like there are a few platforms on the floor itself in this room that were traps that are already triggered. And you also see that there is the door on the right side that was also triggered.
Wait, so there's 2 doors in here?
There's 3 doors, 4 doors technically. The ones that you
One
came from,
came in, and
the
3.
one across, and the one on the left, one on the right.
So the door farthest and the door on the right have been triggered?
Mm-hmm. And there's no trap on the door on the left.
Oh, okay. Why somebody grouped that? That means we should go to the left door.
Alright.
The one that was directly across hasn't been opened yet, though, right? Or
The
triggered?
door's not
think that-
open, but the trap is already triggered.
Oh, so all 3 of the other
Well, all
doors
3
have
are good to
already-
go through, yeah.
Yeah.
Split up, gang!
Scooby doing this bitch?
Scooby doing this bitch. No, I'm playing. What do you guys want to do? We can go in
mean,
whatever door you guys want to look at.
Treasure hunt expert. What door would you go through?
Yeah. Odell, lead the way.
Adele. Let
I
me
feel like this is cheating.
roll a dice. You see him look with the information that you gave him, Anala. Kind of hesitates for a second.
I'm back.
Welcome
Welcome
back. And it looks like he thinks for a moment. Turns back to you all and goes, "My instincts tell me to go to the door on the left, but my interest tells me to go to the door straight."
Now, when you died, did you follow your interest or the other thing you said?
Your instinct.
To be honest, it was, I guess it was interest because I took the job from the messenger, but I wasn't expected to be kidnapped, so I don't know.
Well, how about let's start with instinct and then we'll work our way through.
Yeah.
Left door it is.
All right.
I mean, wasn't it his instinct to know to be interested?
Hey, your gut tells you one thing, but your mind tells you something else.
You gonna get us killed.
So you guys are
No,
taking the
I'm
door on the
not-
left?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
March on through.
All right. What's behind door number one? As you guys begin to walk forward, Odell looks for a moment, stops everybody. You see his eyes glow green once more as he begins to mage hand and pull the door open. There's a little bit of resistance with the door. You see dust kind of shake and fall off as he pulls the door open. And the stench of rotting flesh is stronger than ever as soon as you guys open this door.
We find Stafford.
As you guys walk in, well, Odell walks in first, looks around. He looks back at you all and waves to come closer.
Spec ops in this bitch.
And as you guys are coming through this door, you guys are met in a smaller chamber. It looks like there is a lot of dust covered here, a lot of cobwebs that have been built up over time. But there is a wooden chest that seems to be sitting in the corner of this room.
Open it.
Odell looks at it, and he looks at everybody else for approval.
The chances of it being trapped are probably like 9 times out of 10. But go ahead.
He
You
begins
got
to
it,
walk
bro.
closer. He's a little bit hesitant.
Wait, we don't want him to die. Just remember that, guys.
How far does the mage hand reach?
For the spell, I believe Mage Hand reaches up to,
It's like 30. Is it
yeah, I
30?
think it's like 30 or 60 feet.
How far is the chest from all of us, including Odell?
This room is fairly small. It is about 20 feet away.
Oh,
And
so he
where's
can
the
open
door?
it.
The door's right behind us.
Oh yeah, the door is directly behind you guys.
And
30 feet. It's 30 feet away.
So could we like step out and he could open the
And,
chest
yeah.
while we're not in there?
well, like all of us can be together. I'm saying, and he could just mage hand and open it from 30 feet away.
Is that what you all want me to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I just
right.
don't want you to die. 'Cause
Everyone step back, and I'll be cautious to make sure that we don't die.
Bet.
So everybody steps out of the room.
Yeah.
well, let's hold the door open for.
Yeah. As you guys are stepping out, you see Odell kind of open the door and kind of hide himself behind it slightly as he begins to reach out. He casts his spell and begins to do the motion of opening a chest with his hand. But you see that it's kind of giving him a little bit of trouble, and it's not budging. He looks a little confused by it. And it's like, I'm not sure if magic is not working on it or if it's stuck of some kind. I'm not sure.
Y'all want me to blow it up?
Yeah.
Wait, blow it up?
Well, not really blow it up, but like gust of wind it. See if it opens.
Yeah.
Another.
I mean, if you want to.
Oh. How far does it go?
Uh,
30
the
feet.
Fist Unbroken Air is 30 feet.
30 feet. Alright. I target the thing with with my like a gun, like spirit gun, like Yusuke.
All right. So this is a what saving throw is this?
Right.
Strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead and roll your damage.
13.
13. And this is it force damage? Can't remember.
Bludgeoning, I think.
Bludgeoning. Double check.
Yeah, bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So as you Yusuke spirit gun the chest across from the door, you see the chest itself get blown back an additional 20 feet based off of the blast. And as soon as the air impacts the chest, you hear a loud screech that comes from the chest itself.
Oh.
And as it screams, you see the top of the chest begin to open. But instead of an opening or the top lid of the chest, you see sharp teeth with dripping saliva going in between it.
Oh,
as
it's
the
a
creature
fucking.
begins to scream and get knocked back.
What do you call it?
I closed the door. It's a mimic.
Yeah,
Yep.
mimic. It's a mimic.
Yep, close it.
Close the door. Is Odell in there?
Hey, what else?
he's
No, he
out.
went behind the
He's
door, so you
door.
close the door?
Yeah.
All right. You as soon as you close the door, as soon as you see those teeth, you guys wait and you hear thumping. That gets louder and louder closer to the door, and then you feel a
Fucking
big
jumping.
bang up against the door.
We're holding the
Hey.
door.
Yeah. Hold,
All right.
hold it closed.
It begin. I'm gonna need you guys to make strength.
We're
Or
all
whoever's holding
holding
the door?
right? Everyone?
All of us?
Yes.
Yes.
You're all
Ain't
holding the
nobody
door?
trying to deal with that.
19.
Yes.
19?
Oh my god. 5.
Okay.
17.
Your
18.
girl strong. Wow.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
at us.
All right.
Good shit. Yeah, good shit.
You guys feel the thump again. A few moments go by, you feel another thump. And another. And another. And you feel the door bending and denting. How long are you guys gonna hold the door?
Man, open this shit. I'm gonna kill this
No,
motherfucker.
no, it'll go to sleep.
No, it's not. The door about to break. Let's kill it.
If it breaks, then you can kill it. Until then, just wait.
As you guys are arguing about this, the door stops thumping. And there's
You can go back
silence
to
in the other
sleep.
room.
And what?
There's silence in the other room.
This is aggro. Simple. Next door.
Some
Yeah.
instinct, huh? Alright.
Just
What's the
saved
next one?
fucking 30 minutes.
Still holding the door. Well, they go to the other one.
Wait, maybe we should go to the door that was on the right and then save like the entrance door for last.
There's 3 doors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got here after that. I
4 in
didn't know.
total, counting the one we came in through.
Wait, you said the door is metal, right?
The initial door that you guys walked through is metal.
Not the one with the mimic is?
Not this one, no. It is wooden.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Well, maybe we shouldn't have had that bitch. I thought it was metal too. Okay, No stuff.
All right. So you guys are going
Next
to a different door.
What door's next? We going to?
The one on the farther side, the one other than the entrance door.
Mm.
That's what Lyra said.
Let's go.
All right. You
Alright.
guys walk across.
Mm-hmm.
The water that is dripping from the roof of the structure seems to be in a very steady flow. Are you guys just gonna walk over it, like straight across the other side of the room? You guys are walking around the puddle that starts to form.
I'll walk around.
All right.
Yeah.
Everybody else following suit.
Yeah.
Odell takes up the front once more, passing you guys. Looks over at the door, begins to mage hand once more, slowly opens it. In this room, you see that there are a bunch of different just different things that are just scattered all on the floor. You see old, worn down, tattered armor. You guys see broken weapons, swords, staffs, shields. It looks like there was weapons like racked up against on a weapons rack up against the wall. That is now empty. A lot of the weapons themselves are rusted over. This place looks like it's been thoroughly ransacked and kind of looked through already. It looks like a storage closet, kind of, but like a storage for weapons that are long since faded and old.
Okay, I'm okay to just leave and go to the entrance door unless y'all want to look around in here.
Nah, let's go.
All right, so you guys go through the door that was directly across.
Yeah, Odell's entrance door.
All right. You guys make your way, going to the other door. You look at it, it's slightly bigger than the other two that you guys walked in. Still a wooden door, though. Odell kind of looks it up and down for a second before casting a mage hand on the door once more. And as he grabs the handle and slowly begins to open it and try to peer inside, we're gonna call it there.
Why, God?
Yeah, tell us what's inside.
Yeah.
About to find out.
Tune in next time on DN.
We're about to go into battle.
For the hyena come.
All right, GG's.
Who knows? It could be
Yes.
Stafford just drinking tea, having a good time.
Drinking tea,
Wouldn't that be
imagine.
something, huh?
Oh, hey guys.
I've been waiting.
Somebody finally opened the door.
70 years, huh?
Yeah, fine.
Well, till next time.
Next time. I know there was a lot of combat this time around, but you guys learned some shit.
So
at
need to
least.
be combat.
I
We'll
was
see
gonna
next-
say,
we'll see next week.
Perfectly fine without combat.
Everybody was watching my here.